Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541. Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
And we are live here on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show on KTAK and WYO Today YouTube's channel. If you're on your way home right now, the Riverton Wolverines are facing the Worland Warriors here with much on the line. Worland currently 4-5, and of course your Riverton Wolverines 1-8. This is Kevin Shields, your voice of the Wolverines, here for KTAK 93.9. I am joined, as always, by GMC Fremont Motors' own Jay Collins.
How we doing out there, fellas, ladies, everybody? Get ready for football.
All right, well, Jay, tonight's game is, we expect a tough one. We just watched the JV Wolverines, or the Froshmore, depending on how you want to say it, defeat Worland's Froshmore team 38-30 here in a nail-biter, a little bit back and forth, and we expect the same tonight. So here's the interesting part of it. Both teams, Warriors and Wolverines, come into this game with one win in the conference/division. So if the Wolverines can get this win tonight, they will be the 4 seed in the playoffs. It's a win-and-in situation for both.
Wow.
So, Jay, still a lot to play for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a big game for both teams.
Of course, the state championships by Riverton won in 94, 97, 98, 99 under Don Julian. The state championships for Worland, they've won 13, last time being 01, 02, and 03 for 3 in a row. This current year, as we said, Worland comes in 4-5. This year 3-4. They have defeated Powell, Green River, Rawlins. They lost to Cody in dominant fashion, just like Riverton did. They lost to Douglas, they lost to Buffalo, and they beat Lander. Head coach is Patrick Sweeney. He's in his 3rd year at 10-16. For the Wolverines, they come in at 1-7. They won at Rawlins 14-6, however, lost to Powell, Cody, Evanston, Star Valley, Lander Valley, Douglas, and Buffalo, with really 2 of those games only being close for a little while. Douglas, of course, being close for a little bit of time. Evanston being close for a little bit of time. Evanston really until late in the game. And, of course, the heartbreaker against Lander Valley in overtime by the score of 29-28. Last year, Worland defeated Riverton 34-20 at Riverton. They were 4-5. Of course, Riverton was 1-8, only beating Rawlins last year. Last time they qualified for state for Riverton was 2020, so then lost to Jackson Hole. So they're trying to do something they haven't done in a year or so. Trying to get back into the playoffs. Of course, for either one of these teams, Jay, Cody awaits.
Yes, and that's definitely a big game. That's going to be a tough one.
That'll be a tough one, and we would be headed right back to Cody next Friday night, I do believe, for that game. And we'll see how that goes. But we'll be back here on KTAK and WYO Today's YouTube page with more of the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show right after these messages.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
All right, and welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on KTAK. Coach Troy Anderson, 6-21 overall for the Wolverines, is looking to kind of break a little bit of a streak so far against Worland. Last 5 against Worland, 1-4. Last Riverton win of those 5 was 2020, and that's 21-9. But it was here, so if you're looking for omens, it's here at Worland that they last beat Worland. So
Nice.
a little bit about the school, in case you're curious. The city of Worland has about 5,000 people. That's about half they're a little less than 50% the size of Riverton. They do have 442 students, so a little more than 50-60% of what Riverton has. They are Class 3A. They have been since 09. They were 4A in 01 through 08, and 3A before that, 83 through 2000. And they have returned back to 3A, and here's where it comes down. One game, it's basically like the playoffs are starting this week, Jay, because win and you continue on, lose and you're done.
Yeah, that is very much a playoff vibe. It's kind of like the wild card, I guess, in the NFL.
And Riverton would like to get things back to normal. By normal, I mean the all-time record for Worland against Riverton. Riverton leads at 47-39. But they've tied 26 times before they had overtime. So this has been 12 games in the win and loss conference, 8 games difference in the wins versus losses in favor of Riverton. But these teams have played each other two-way tie 26 times. So, of course, what that means for our listeners of the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show is that this has been a tightly contested game. If the JV game is any indication, or the Froshmore game is any indication, this will be a tight game.
Yes, it will. And it looks like they are going to match up real well. I'm just ready for some football. I can't wait for the opening kickoff.
So an emotional night here for Worland. Not only is it win and you're in, but they are also celebrating their senior night as well. So the PA announcer, who you can probably hear through my mic and through Jay's mic, is announcing the seniors here. It looks like they have, as far as dress, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 to 15, somewhere in that range as far as seniors go. One good note, though, Jay, and you can share this with people, is that we've been informed that we do have a returner for this big game. We do have someone come back in a very key position, and that would be Derek DeVries, the starting quarterback. I think Jay forgot the name. So, of course, over the past 3 weeks, we've seen Hutchison, we've seen Larson. At times he backed up most of the season. And then last week we saw Gantenbein come in and play quarterback, and it took a little while for the offense to really kind of get any kind of settled type of approach. We don't know what kind of rust there will be. Of course, Derek was in the concussion protocol and unable to play, so they're going to have to get used to him. So realistically, it's going to be basically their third new quarterback in as many weeks, but they are going back to who they had starting. So that will mean Hutchison will line up at wideout. He'll have Nick McIntosh with him and the rest of the crew. But we've got about 11 minutes till kickoff time, and when we come back on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show, we'll start off with the Sutherland starting lineup. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambling to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we're back on the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. We've made a little bit of a technical adjustment to get ourselves a little bit louder here. Thank you, Katie Shields, our board op, for telling us that we were a little low. So, and now it's time for the Sutherland starting lineup, but we were informed by one of the coaches for Worland that they keep their starting lineup a bit of a mystery. So just judging by the season, we do know that we'll probably see a senior number 7, Cade Weber, line up at quarterback. They're coached by Patrick Sweeney, Dale Weber, Ryan Utterback, Josh Heinemeyer, and John Burns. So we'll be giving you those names as we go. But now it's time for the Sutherland starting lineup for your Riverton Wolverines. On defense, along the big hog mollies up front is a sophomore, Ryan Cox. At nose guard, a junior, Xavier Garcia. At defensive end, Bryce Mason, a junior. At the linebacking positions, a junior, Branson Saltzgaver. A senior, Parker DeVries. A junior, Zarek Prosser. And in the defensive backfield, you've got a senior, Braden Vincent, a junior, Talon Tolman, a junior, Ty Sheets, senior, Cade Gabrielson, and junior, Nick McIntosh. On the front, the men in the trenches are at left tackle, junior, Lyric Gordon. At left guard, junior, Zarek Prosser. At center, Nathan Mills. At right guard, sophomore, Ryan Cox. At right tackle, junior, Xavier Garcia. And at tight end, junior, Branson Saltzgaver. At the skill positions, at wideouts, you've got senior Cade Gabrielson, junior Nick McIntosh, junior Ty Sheets, senior tailback, senior Dominic Payne. At halfback, senior Braden Vincent. At quarterback, junior Derek DeVries. Now, granted, we didn't say one certain name, but I guarantee he comes out when they go 4 wide, which is usually what they do, and that being number 88, Nate Hutchison, who's back now for his 4th game.
Yes, that is correct. Last week, he had an amazing game with shaking, breaking, and just made the defenders miss every which way. And if they got a hold of him, he threw him off with a strong, stiff arm. That kid right there is an animal. Get the ball in his hands.
And as part of the Sutherland starting lineup, with this potentially, we'll say potentially, and then knock on wood, this could be maybe the last game of the season and the last game for a couple guys. We just want to salute the seniors, some of which we've already named. But our seniors are Vincent Braden, Cade Gabrielson, Gunnar Patterson, Dominic Payne, Donald Grosh, Jackson Hill, and Nate Hutchison, Parker DeVries. I think I got them all. No, Jaden Buchholz. I forgot, so I do apologize for that. The head coach, of course, is Troy Anderson. Assistant coaches are Derek Watson, Brant Nyberg, Jeff Matizzi, Henry Lynn, Talon Yeats, and Caden Gattenbein. Student trainers are Sydney Jevney and Savannah Morton. Athletic trainer is Paige Nolan. So we've got 7 minutes until we kick off in this all-important game. What's on the line if you just joined us? A chance at the playoffs. Win, you're in. Lose, you go home for both teams. You can't get better with Friday Night Lights with KTAK.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a gold Cadillac, coupe to bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And wow.
Yeah, they were good.
Wow. Let me turn myself down here. I had to turn it up for the singers there. What an incredible performance by the jazz choir here at Worland High School of the national anthem. That was sure a treat for us to be able to be here, and we want to make sure we brought it to you. So a little bit about it here at the end of the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. As I've said time and time again, I'll say it again. Win in, lose out.
Yeah.
It is that simple for these two teams. From around Fremont County, we do have, if you're looking to see Lander play or listen to them, they are over on KFCW 93.1. We're on KTAK 93.9, obviously. We're both on the YouTube page. All games are. Thermopolis is also playing. But for Fremont County, Lander can clinch the #1 seed on the 3A East side in the playoffs with a weekend win over Douglas as long as it's by 9 or more. If the Tigers lose to Douglas, it's likely they enter the postseason as the #3 seed. The Tigers game will also have great effect on Buffalo, the team that beat them 1 month ago. If the Tigers lose and the Bison beat the Roland Outlaws, who are 1-6, 0-4 in the 3A East, then Lander moves to #3 and Buffalo to #2. Also, if the Tigers beat the Bearcats by 8 or less points, the Bison will finish as the 1 seed as well. Here in Riverton, it's cut and dry, winning in. Last night, Wind River faced Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain, of course, losing to Shoshone in the finals last year. And Wind River, who a lot of people around county had thought was the best team in 9-man, Shoshone flexed her muscle on them 2 weeks ago, and Rocky Mountain just said, so Rocky Mountain won 35-0 in an absolute blowout. Now, Wind River was missing basically their Swiss Army knife can-do-it-all quarterback and running back as well. So that actually means now that Wind River, instead of being a 1 seed, they fall all the way to the 3 seed and will be on the road based on Riverside and Big Piney. That's how that all shakes out. So there's drama here, but there's not a lot of math needed, Jay.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry for us over here. And then, I mean, if they win, if the other teams win, they're going to be #1. If they don't, they're going to be #3.
And over here for this one, it's very simple.
Yeah.
There is no doubt whoever wins this game is the 4 seed.
Yep.
Period. Can't get any better. No one's playing for seed. Nobody's resting players like you see in the NBA or the NFL in Week 16. This is both coaches putting all their cards on the table, pushing all in, and the winner is going to the playoffs. Now, they got a tough one to face coming up in that, but we won't get into that anymore until we have the kickoff, which we are here now at the kickoff. So Jay's going to get his camera all ready and in position here, and we are ready for kickoff of Worland versus Riverton with a trip to the playoffs on the line. The winner of the coin toss was the Worland Warriors, who will be receiving. They elect to receive, so that means that DeVries and the Wolverine offense will get on the field to start the second half. So they're going to send 2 men back. It's teed up at the 20. The 2 men back for Worland are standing at the 15. Now some guys backing up a little bit. They were all sorts out of position. They're expecting to see a very by Hunter Saltzgaver, a kick that's going to be on the ground. It is. It bounces right up to the up back, who falls on it at the 38.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. I think it gives them a little bit better field position than I'd like to see us or them start with.
Absolutely. They're going to start the ball right around where they would have, a little bit better than if we just kicked it out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if that's a leg thing, because I've seen Hunter. He can get it down the field a good bit, or if it's a possession thing. So we do apologize about the camera there. Got to make sure that's tight. And we're on a new tripod that we're not used to. So from the pistol, Weber's going to hand it off, and Riverton's going to stop him after a gain of 3 off the left tackle to set up 2nd and 7 from right at the 41.
And that looks like Riverton's ready to play some ball. They didn't let that go anywhere. They all swarmed to the ball right away, and that's what we need to see.
Absolutely. So Weber is the starting quarterback. He is a senior. As they said on the senior night thing, his goal is to play college football. We'll see if we can lay some eyes, see if he has some offers or preferred walk-on spots. From the pistol, the same odd situation we saw last week with a fullback in it. They're going to hand off to Brock Duzenis, and he's going to gain very, very little, gain of 1. So nicely done by gang tackling by the Wolverine defense with 11:09 to go in the first quarter. Sets up the first money down, the first 3rd and 6, and it'd be awesome to see Riverton get off the field 3 and out here, Jay.
Yes, it would. That would be exactly what we need. That'd be a huge confidence builder for Riverton, and I just can't wait to see Derek start slinging that ball.
It'd be a nice start to the game, something we haven't seen in the past couple weeks with some turnovers and whatnot. From the pistol, he's going to take it. Weber's looking to throw. He does, and it falls incomplete. Nicely done there as Braden Vincent was trying to cut in front of it, get a hand on it. I don't think he did, but he did get his hand in the eyes of the receiver, and it fell short. So it's set 4th and 6.
He did enough.
And Worland will look to punt with number 40, who I don't have. Yeah, I do. No, I don't have. So we'll just say the punter. The punter with 1 man back. They're sending on to try and block it. No, not going to get to it. Ball's going to bounce at the 30, then down to about the 27, maybe the 26. It's going to be right at the 26-yard line of Riverton, and it'll set up 1st and 10 Wolverines. With 10:32 to go in the first quarter, it is 0-0. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because...
And we're back. They didn't take as much time as I thought they would. 4 wide, trips to the left for DeVries, who's back after concussion protocol. He takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He is flushed from the pocket and has to go forward to just try and get back to the line of scrimmage. That's exactly where they'll spot him. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Good coverage there by the home team, Worland Warriors.
Yeah, I see that Derek noticed that and tried to make something happen on his feet. He at least got back to the line of scrimmage.
He did. So 10:08 and counting in the first quarter. Not the first down you wanted to see. And, Jay, as you pointed out in previous weeks, the start of the game and especially not being behind the chains, so definitely important for this Riverton squad.
Yeah, they got to move the ball, and we'd like to see them move it on the first play, but it looks like they're gonna handle this.
From the gun, they're gonna hit Ty Sheets on an end around, which is one of their favorite plays, and they're gonna give him with forward progress 1. I think that's a bit generous.
Yeah.
As it looked like he might have gotten back, but it sets up 3rd and 9, and this is where Riverton tends to shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they are not a great team when they're playing behind the sticks. That is something that they need to work on. But they know this is a winning in. I believe they've got the confidence and they've got the skill. They just need to make it happen.
And I think they do too, but this is not what they want to do. First and second down, unfruitful. DeVries out of the gun with 4 wide, takes it. He's going to look out wide. He has it completed to Nick McIntosh, who's at the 45, out to about the 49-yard line. They'll give him the 48. Nicely done to Nick McIntosh, who we saw a lot at the beginning of the year. Then didn't see him for a little while, and then when we started playing kind of quarterback roulette, we saw him some more start to emphasize himself. So if Nick McIntosh can get off, Jay, that's going to open up everybody else.
He's quick and he's shifty, and that's a good thing. And he's got some sticky hands.
First and 10 from their own 48 with 9:09 to play in the first. DeVries has trips left, single man right, one protecting back. Takes the snap. He's going to throw out to Ty Sheets, who's going to get wrapped up on the screen for a loss of 1. So they are paying very much attention to when Ty Sheets is going to get the ball, is the Warrior defense.
Yes, they are. They know who the playmakers are on this field right now, and they're making sure that they pay attention to them and they swarm them when they get the ball.
And that's a good observation, too, because we haven't seen Hutchison targeted yet. I haven't necessarily seen him on the field to play yet. There he is. I see him now, so he's been on the field. So you're going to have to use those secondary playmakers. 5 wide now for DeVries. He has no back. He's got trips left, and we're going to have offsides false start on the left guard, number 50. That's going to go against Ryan Cox, the sophomore, and he slammed his head and then slammed the ground as he knew he just forgot the snap count there, and that makes it 2nd and 16, I do believe. A second and about 16 yards to go. So now even playing further behind the sticks, Jay.
They are. And like you like to call it, it's longer than a country mile. They've got some yards to go.
Country miles at 15 yards, 22 yards or more is 2 country miles. 5 wide again. This time they swap trips, going to the right, 2 on the left. DeVries on the gun. He's looking downfield. Now he's going deep. He's got Drevin Monroe, and he just overshoots him. Drevin had seemingly stopped on the route, something you were talking about during the JV game, and had to try and put on the burners, but just wasn't going to be able to get there after putting on the brakes.
You got to run the route, the full route. You can't stop. You don't think the quarterback's not looking at you. No matter what, you run your route.
Still 0-0 here, 8:24 to go in the first quarter in this win and in for Worland and Riverton. Whoever wins this, going to Cody next week. Whoever loses it, going home.
Getting ready for next year or basketball season. If they play ball, then they'll be in about a month.
4 wide, Cheats going in motion, so they're even 2 on each side. DeVries with the snap. He's going right to left on your radio dial. He's under pressure. He has to take off. Now he's broken free. He's at the 45 to the 50, down to the 45-yard line of Worland to take a third and a country mile, 3rd and 16, down to 4th and 3, and decision time for Anderson. This is not as much a gimme decision as you would expect, but they're taking no time to go into the huddle. DeVries coming out with the play. We'll see when they break. Of course, DeVries, their punter. We have seen Hutchison kick in his stead the past couple of weeks. So they are looking to go for it. They're going to go 4 wide. 1 protecting back for DeVries. Huge drama here with 7:39 to go in the first quarter. 4th and 3. DeVries is going to keep it. He's going to easily have it. He's to the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Good job, Mr. DeVries, and welcome back.
Yes, sir. Like I said last time, he's got some shifty feet and he's quick.
So they're going to spot him at the 39, easily gives him the first down by quite a bit, by about 6-7 yards. So 1st and 10 from the Worland 39. And, you got to think that for Worland's defense, that's a bit demoralizing to have had them in 3rd and 16, then give up 11, then give up, not 11, give up 13, and then give up 3 more. From the gun, trips to the left, sending a man in motion. He's going to pitch it to him, and number 88, that'd be Hutchison, is going to reach out to about the 23-yard line. Worland signaling the ball was on the ground, but the referee's quick to say he was down. So that's going to be a gain of 6 and set up 2nd and 4 from the Riverton 33 with 6:47 to go in the first quarter. And an effective drive so far, Jay. Not the prettiest because of fall behind the sticks, First positive first down play, really.
Moving forward, that's all we're asking for.
2 wide left, 2 wide right. Sheets goes in motion from left to right. DeVries out of the gun. He has one back with him. He's going to take it. He's going to look. They're setting up the screen. They're going to complete it, but he's going to run backwards, and he wasn't even going to gain yards anyway, but he's going to lose 5 of those 6 to set up 3rd and 9. I couldn't lay eyes on a number. I think that might have been Braden Vincent, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll just skip over that. But it was it just didn't work. It was not well executed on the blocking side. They did let the defense in to go set up the blocks, but then the offensive line missed.
Yeah.
And, you're going to lose massive yards on a screen with no blocking.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So from the gun, 3rd and 9, 2 wide right, 2 wide left. DeVries has a protecting back on his left. He's looking. He's going to throw to Ty Sheets, who snags it at the 30, down to the 25, down to the 24. First down. If you're a coach, you love the fact they're converting. You don't like the fact they're putting themselves in these situations. But Ty Sheets, it was a little bit off target, stuck those both hands to his left and pulled it in, Jay.
Yes, he did. That was a beautiful catch because he had to work for it, and then he got a couple extra yards on the ground. You love to see that.
1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Riverton driving with 5:33 to play in the first quarter. DeVries is going to line him up, protecting back to his right, 2 wide right, 2 wide left. From the snap, he's going to keep it. DeVries is now at the 20. He's down to the 17, down to the 15, 14. He's going to be real close. It's going to set up a 2nd and 1, so another positive first down play.
Yes, DeVries, like I said before, and I'm going to keep saying it, he's got some shifty feet and he's fast.
Major drive here by the Wolverines with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. It will be 2nd and 1 from the Worland 14. DeVries coming out with 4 wide. He's got 2 on left, 2 on right. Got 1 back in the middle. Their favorite formation with him. Takes the snap. He's standing around the 20. Looks at the end zone. Nothing there. He's going to take off himself. He's not going to get a lot, but guess what he is going to get, Jay?
That first down?
Absolutely. They're going to spot him short, I think they're saying. So that's kind of odd. They're going to say it's at the 13-yard line. Oh, he's got inches to go. So this will be 2-down territory, no doubt, on 3rd and 4th. 3rd and 1 here with 4:22 to go. DeVries comes back from the sideline with the play. Hutchison and Kate Gabrielson going out to his right, trying to lay, I think that's Drevin Monroe and Ty Sheets on his left, as well as one other, maybe Vincent. DeVries by himself with 5 wide. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get all the way down to about the 10.5-yard line before he's bent in 2.
And they can't mark him short on that one. He's going to get that first down now.
No, easily done, really. They're going to spot him right inside the 11, between the 10 and the 11. So they still can get the first down. They just have to basically reach inside the 1, just barely inside the 1. So that does come into play with the play calling.
Yeah, but I'd like to see him just get the 6.
You, me, and 10,000 people in Riverton, my friend. DeVries with 5 wide. He's sending Vincent back over to his right, so 2 wide on his right, trips to his left. DeVries by himself, and we've got a flag or a timeout. We have a timeout. That'll be their first for Riverton. So with 3:27 to go in the first quarter, with the ball 1st and 10 from the Worland 11, it is 0-0 in this win or go home game between Riverton and Worland. We've got to pay some bills, so we'll be right back on KTAK.
Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
And coming out in 5 wide, DeVries takes the snap. He's looking to move. He runs up the middle. He's at the 5, down to about the 2 or 1, depending on where they spot him. It looks like they're going to spot him at the 2. That would leave him inches to go, they're going to say, maybe a foot or so. So nicely done. The first downs have really started to kick up there, Jay.
Yes, they have. I mean, what is that, 3 this drive?
3 since the 50. They have done very well in making it second and short. And when this team plays ahead of the sticks, it can be a very dangerous team. Yeah. 5 wide. 5 wide for DeVries. He's got trips on his left. Going to send one man in motion, right, left. He's going to keep it. He's going to drive. He is in for the touchdown. Derek DeVries with the 2-yard run, and the Riverton Wolverines strike first with 2:42 to play in the first quarter.
Yes, Derek DeVries is back.
Derek DeVries is back. He didn't even fall down on that one. That was kind of interesting. He just walked in and they signaled it as he was still standing up. Good. He likes to dive head first. We don't want to see him do that right now.
No, we definitely don't want to see him do that. Thank you.
So a long drive for your Wolverines. 2:42 left in the first quarter, and they lead 6-0. PAT, the snap is down, and the kick is good. So with 2:42 to play in the first quarter, I can't say it enough. I know people are probably getting tired of it. Win and go home game. Riverton strikes first, leads 7-0. We'll be right back with more Riverton Wolverine football here on KTAK.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Community health.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine athletics with 2:42 left in the first quarter. This game determines the 4 seed in the state playoffs, a chance for one of these teams to return. And Riverton has struck first 7-0, holding Worland to 3-0 on their first possession and marching close to 80 yards for their first score. So Hunter Saltzgaver has it teed up, and I'm getting excited. I'm feeling this is Friday Night Lights at its finest, Jay.
Yes, it is. I'm excited with you.
Saltzgaver has it teed up. He's going to kick it along the ground. It's going to go to an up back who's at the 34, at the 35. Now he's going to get just destroyed by a gang of Wolverines. You know, in the wild, the Wolverines the most vicious animal, and there they acted like it.
Yes, they did. They seen him. The up back, he hesitated and got smashed.
I almost felt bad for the boy.
Yeah.
Just go down, son. Just go down. So it should spot. They're going to put it at 35. I thought he gained the 36 and forward progress and then just got destroyed backwards. But nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35, their own 35 for Worland. Weber at quarterback is going to come out in the gun. He's got trips to his right. It's only one on the left. He takes it, fakes the handoff, and throws out a little screen. And he's going to get to about the 37-yard line is number 24, I do believe. That was number 24 for them, Court Gonzalez, a senior. He's going to gain 2 yards. So it'll set up 2nd and 8 for the Warriors.
Yeah, they read that beautifully. That defender knew where it was going, and he made sure that he didn't get anywhere.
Absolutely. It'd be nice to get a 3 and out here, Jay.
Yes, it would. One more would be great.
Oh, I'm going to be greedy. I want like 4 or 5 more. All right, now in the pistol is Weber for the Warriors. He does have a fullback slightly to his left and up front. Takes the snap, looks over for the screen. It's completed about the 38. Good tackling. He's able to spin for just short of the 40, but that will still set up, after the gain of 3, that will set up 3rd and 5 for the Warriors from their own. Well, it's really 39.5, so that's going to be a long 5 here with 2:08 and counting in the first quarter.
Yeah, they have not been fooled by anything that Worland has came out with at all.
So far, this defense playing a great game. The offense has matched it momentum right now in favor of the Wolverines.
Yes.
But that could be changed very quickly on this 3rd and 5. Weber is out of the gun. He's got 3 wide, 2 on his left. Oh, and they're going to give him all but half a yard, are the Wolverines. That is going to go against, it looks like 59. I can't really tell because he hasn't faced here. But if that is indeed, it's going to be encroachment. It's not 59 because we don't have one of those. But defensive lineman encroached. He jumped the gun. I don't know if he made contact or not, but it's going to set up third and about half a foot. So instead of third and a long 5, it is third and a short 1. And the bad part about that penalty is even if Riverton bows up here and keeps them out, Jay, good chance they may go on fourth. They're running up to the line here, going under center. No, they're not. He's going to back out into the gun with 3 wide is Weber. Interesting call here. Weber's going to keep it. Fumble on the ground, and there's a big dive to see who got it. Let's see here, and the Warriors have it. He was trying to get a little bit of extra yardage. He got to the 46-yard line of Worland and dropped the ball. Just whoopsie-daisy there.
You got to cover the points. If you don't cover the points of the ball, it's out there for anybody to grab.
Good job by Riverton getting the strip. He'd already gained the first down, so he was going to get that, but almost disaster for Worland there with under a minute to go in the first quarter, and now confusion as they broke the huddle with too many people, I do believe. But 3 wide out of the pistol and kind of a mock eye. Tailback's going to get it on the pitch. He's trying to find the outside, and he does, and we're going to have a late flag. I think we may have a chop block here. I didn't see a face mask, so let's find out here. He did gain the Riverton 47, and we get a hold, actually, against Worland. So that's a spot foul where it'll set up second down. Or no, excuse me. It'll go take the ball all the way back to, it's going way back, to the Riverton 40-yard line. So about halfway to where we started this drive for Worland. And it will set up 1st and 15, actually more like 1st and 15 and a half to go under with 30 seconds left in the first. Going out of the true pistol this time, no fullback, but only 2 wide, 2 tight ends set. Weber gets the snap. He's going to look to throw deep. He's going to way overthrow his receiver. Not on the same page where he and Carter Clark. Clark looked to cut that route off, and Weber thought he was going to keep going, and so he overthrew him by about 15, 16 yards.
Yep.
So it'll set up a big 2nd and 16, really, for Worland. Worland now going to come out of the gun. Weber has a tailback with him. No, he steps up into the pistol, trips to his left, 1 wide right. Weber claps the same, gets a snap, looks over the middle. It's completed, shy of the 50, but great driving force for the first down, and not what Riverton wanted to do. Sloppy tackling there, Jay.
Yeah, they tried to arm tackle. He had a pretty nice spin when he got into that pile, and everybody was just like, where did he go?
So on 2nd and 16, they gained 17-yard lines, getting all the way out to the Riverton 43 as we go under 5 seconds. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. So we're 25% of the way done in a win-and-in scenario. Could not ask for more high drama here in Worland. Riverton 7, Worland 0. We'll be back with the second quarter here on KTAK.
Across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And we're back here on KTAK as the second quarter will now commence with your Riverton Wolverines leading 7-0 over the Worland Warriors in the last regular season game of the year. But Worland driving. They have 1st and 10 from the Riverton 43 from the pistol with trips left. Weber's going to take the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to go outside. He's got some room. He's at the 40 to the 35 to the 30. And he's going to go shoulder to shoulder at the 26-yard line of Riverton.
Yeah, he was able to move there. It was it was nice how the quarterback, you thought he was going to hand it off. He didn't. He just popped outside and handled business.
Nice job going wide there, and there was nobody there to seal it off. Not minding your gaps there was Riverton with 11:51 to play in the first half. Trips wide right for Weber and the Warrior offense out of the pistol. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to scramble. He's now forced to his right. He's going to throw and complete at the 19-yard line to set up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, they had him. He was scrambling. He didn't know what he was doing, and then all of a sudden he found the guy and let it go.
Excuse me, out at the 19. Excuse me, sets up 2nd and 3 for Worland. Worland now trying to answer Riverton.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door, that's for sure, and they are moving the ball forward. Riverton just needs to calm down and do what they were doing the first quarter.
Worland going out of the pistol with a fullback this time. It's like an I formation, but the shotgun approach. Fumble on the ground, and they're going to hand off to the tailback, and Riverton's going to say no and eat it absolutely alive for a huge loss on 2nd and 3. Quarterback looked to get it to his tailback. Bad exchange.
Yes, that's all it was a bad exchange. But I think Riverton, they were ready for that one because they swarmed right away.
So it's a loss of 7, really 7.5. They're going to mark it at the 27 for 3rd and 11, just barely on the 27-ish yard line. News out of Douglas. Douglas is leading Lander 14-0 in the first half. They led 7-0, of course, but then got an onside kick to go up from the gun. They're going to hand it off, and it should have been eaten alive, but arm tackling and a nice cut down by Drevin Monroe at the 20 to 21, 20 and a half, I think is where they're going to spot it, to keep that from going to the first down. Nice tackle by Drevin. The defensive line, not so much. Just kind of shoulder shivered him, didn't wrap up.
I don't know what happened there. I mean, they had him in the backfield, like behind the sticks. They had him.
So we set up here, 4th down and 4 from the 20-yard line. For Worland, they're going to go for it, 10-21. So far, Riverton is 1 for 1 on 4th downs as they went for it. Let's see if they can go 1 for 1 on defense, stopping them. 3 down linemen from the gun, though, for Weber. Weber has a running back to his right. He's going to take it. He's going to look to keep it. He's going to be at the 20. He's easily going to get the first down and dive over Ty Sheets. He's going to gain right at the 10-yard line for the first down. And there looked to be no stopping that, Jay.
No, yeah, he just kept on running. I mean, I love that they stopped him from getting the 6, but he did shake a couple folks out of their shoes there. I don't know what happened because it looked like we were going to get him back here and stop him from getting the first. But
from the 10.5-yard line, they can get a first down just like Riverton. Good. And, Worland just made a boo-boo. They jumped offsides, did Logan Tolman, the junior right guard, for offside, so it'll make it 1st and 15 from the 15.5-yard line. Able to get a first down, but they got to get basically 6 inches from the goal line, so we'd like to keep them away from all of that with 9:40 to go in the half.
You got to pay attention on that offensive line. You can't move until the ball snaps.
Trips left on the weak side of the field, and they do it again. Worland jumps again. This time Brody Thiel, the sophomore, left guard this time instead of the right guard, is going to do it. And that's going to set up 1st and 20 at the 20.5-yard line for Worland. So they're just going backwards here with 9.5 to go in the half. This does not set up well for them. Let's see if they've got that out of their system. From the pistol is Weber. He's got 2 wide right and 2 wide left, 1 back in the backfield. They're going to take it, throw a little screen out, and they're all over. And face mask on 22.
Oh, man.
Oh, face mask goes against Dominic Payne. He got his feet up there. There's no doubt in my mind it's going to be the 15-yard variety.
Yeah, it looks like it because he straight grab that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they signal, the personal foul, face mask, and I do believe that's going to carry an automatic first down.
Yes,
so
sir.
Riverton now guilty of looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah, that was a given. They had them stopped. They were getting ready to get the ball back, and
it's going to be 1st and 10. Now, after it backed up all the way to 1st and 20 because of where the spot of that foul was, it was in the backfield. Dominic had him, but going out of the pistol, gun. Weber looks to throw. He does. He gets it right around the 2-yard line. Ty Sheets with a great tackle, but it gave them all the way down to the 2-yard line for Worland, and they're only about 6 inches away from a first down. It's between the 2 and the 3 here. So 2.5 yards, we'll call it, for pay dirt. They only need a yard for the first.
Yeah, we're gonna stack them up right here. I have a
So
feeling.
going from the gun, Weber's gonna look to keep a fumble. Fumble's on the ground, and it is recovered by. We're waiting for a signal. It is recovered by Riverton.
Yes.
Wolverines nicely done there. Bad snap, bad handling of the snap, really. Can't blame this or that. Nate Hutchison, even though we have a roster as an in it, it is Nate Hutchison, so huge play for the Wolverines.
Yes, it was. Like I said, I felt the stack up coming, and that's exactly what happened.
Ball is going to be recovered right at the 17-yard line of Worland with 8:30 to go in the first half. Riverton up 7-0. I could go for an 8-minute, 29-second drive right here, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
From the gun with the lead, 5 wideouts with trips on the left. DeVries out of the gun all by himself. He's going to take the snap, takes one step back, has to roll a little bit. He's now going to have to run for it, and he's going to gain some positive yardage out of it. When it looked like he shouldn't, he gains the 11-yard line, which will be a gain of about 3.5, 4 yards. So it'll set up a 2nd and 6 from the 11.
Together. Way to keep it together. Way to keep your head up, see something, and make something out of nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, they know what it's like here. This would be really one of the first few times where they've been able to get a 2-score lead and take it in half. And now doubly important is the fact that Worland won the coin toss. Score here, you get the ball back at the beginning of the second half.
Yes.
From the gun is DeVries. He's got 4 wide, 2 on each side. Gets the snap. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it nicely faked, and he's going to muscle his way. Absolutely will not go down. Derek DeVries.
That was beautiful. Kept his legs turning. He got stood up, but he still got another 3-4 yards.
Gains the 23-yard line and just would not submit to this Worland defense, and it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 23 for our Wolverines.
Well, we got eight minutes left. Let's see if we can't get 6 and get the ball back, get another 6, and we're going to Cody.
DeVries out of the gun. Ty Sheets almost went left, stays right, 4 wide, 2 on each side for the quarterback. DeVries takes a look at the defense, takes the snap. He's looking deep. There's nothing there. He has to roll. He tries to force it to Ty Sheets just really to get rid of the ball. Good job not to intentionally ground there, and it will set up 2nd and 10 from their own 23 for the Wolverines.
Yes, I mean, he's making stuff happen. He's relaxed. He's calm. He's seen something that he thought he could possibly get to him, and he tried it. That's beautiful. He's playing a great game right now.
7-0 Riverton here. 7:41 to go in the first half. Riverton so far, defense and offense clicking. Worland drove all the way down to the 2 before a fumble recovery by Nate Hutchison. DeVries out of the gun. He's got trips left. He fades back. He's wanting to look deep. He's going to throw short low to Dominic Payne, who's at the 20, up to the 25, all the way to the 30. I do believe 30-31 is what they're going to give him. They're going to give him the 30, and that'll set up a 3rd and 3 if that is indeed the case. That is what they give him, 3rd and 30 with 7:19 to go in the half after Dominic Payne gained 7 on a screen pass.
Yeah.
Actually, not even a screen pass, more of just a little
Dump off.
It was his last one, dump off. And Dominic Payne, of course, being a physical tailback, able to turn his legs for 7.
Yeah, it was beautiful. He kept on moving.
Huge possession for both teams. Riverton to keep this drive going here. Huge play, I should say. Worland to try and get Riverton off the field. 4 wide, 2 on each side. DeVries takes the snap. Of course, he's going to keep it, and he's going to gain out past the 35 to the 36, 37-yard line, and Riverton first down.
Yes, it was a beautiful run. like I said, DeVries, he's one of the hardest people to take down, especially when he gets his legs moving. I mean, he goes forward. I love that he looks defenders off. They all think he's going to pass, and then he just moves.
You know, we did question the rust after coming off the concussion protocol. We shouldn't have questioned
No,
it. There's
not at all.
absolutely no rust on Derek. Derek seemingly taking the weight of this game on his shoulders along with this entire team and not backing down from the moment with 6:23 to go. We've got 2 wide right, 2 wide left. DeVries gets the snap. It's low. He picks it up. He's looking deep again. He's got nobody. He's going to have to take off. He breaks a tackle there. He's at the 35, and he's going to get close to going to get about 36 and a loss of about 1. Good job there pulling away from the blitzing lineman, but he still will lose 1. It'll set 2nd and 11 for the Wolverines. They're looking for that knockout punch deep, but credit the Warriors. They're not giving it up.
No, they are not. I think he slipped on that last player. He'd got a couple more, but he is definitely looking to go deep and throw the 1-2 at Worland.
So DeVries coming out of the huddle. He's got same formation. They're kind of standard before he got hurt. 2 wide right, 2 wide left. He takes the snap. He hands off to Vincent, and Vincent's going to try and physically run off tackle. He's going to gain. They're going to give him about the 40 and a half. We'll say the 40, and that will set up 3rd and 7 from their own 40-yard line. They're going to spot it literally right in between the 40 and the 41, so it'll be a long 6 on 3rd down here for Riverton.
Yeah, he was trying. He was trying.
5 minutes to go in the half. 3rd, and we almost got encroachment there. He didn't come far enough across. Under 5 minutes to go, DeVries is going to look over the sideline, and he kind of won the encroachment. They call timeout, so we'll take it with them. It's 7-0, 4:56 to go in the first half. When we get back, DeVries and the Wolverine offense have 3rd and 7 from their own 40, up 7. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. Gotchi Rehabilitation.
And welcome back here, 3rd and 7. Welcome back to 93.9 KTAK or Wild Today YouTube, wherever you're watching. Again, win and go on to Cody. Lose and the season ends. 4:56 here in Worland. From the snap, DeVries is going to give it to Sheets. Oh, reverse! They give it to Hutchinson. He's trying to find his way down. He's not going to gain anything. They might have been better. He's going to gain about 1.5 yards. Credit Worland's job there of staying with the man coming back around, Hutchinson coming back around on the end around, and based on how it was signaling out, you might have wanted Ty Sheets to keep that one.
Yeah, I was thinking that would have been the best option is for him to keep it because he had nothing, one person to beat, and he was running.
So 4:24 to go. DeVries, the punter, same as the quarterback.
On the punt.
So he does have, which I didn't know, he has the 3rd, 4th, and 5th longest punts in all of 3A. Matisse of Lander is number 1, and then I forgot who's number 2. I think it's Douglas. But DeVries gets a good spin. High snap. He's going to take it. He's going to get it off, and it's going to hit at the 30, and it's going to be picked up at the 25. Return to the 30, the 35, and he's going to get cut down at about the 39-yard line. They're going to give him the 40-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Worland Warriors with 3:54 to play in the half.
You know, that was a good kick. They had him beat. They had that guy down. That first guy down there just missed to try to do one of those arm tackles.
Yes, indeed. Trying to do one of those arm tackles. Dangerous for Worland at the same time because picking a ball off the bounce, as you know, having been an assistant volunteer coach, was it for Wind River?
Assistant.
Oh, you were assistant coach. That's right. You taught there. Yep. So you were paid. But an assistant coach for Wind River, you know as well as I do, picking a punt up on the run off the bounce.
No.
From the gun, Weber's going to throw outside. The Wolverines have it sealed up. And a pack of Wolverines is going to drive him down at the 39-yard line of Worland. So he's going to lose 2 as they had spotted it 1st and 10 from the 41 with 3:35 to go. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I love how they swarmed to that. Those Wolverines, they're hungry right now. They're eating all game and haven't stopped.
From the gun, Weber with trips to his right. He's looking short. Now he's looking deep. He's going to be chased around, and there's going to be a sack. No, it somehow got out. Nope. He shoveled it out to number 11. He got me on that one. To Mascaro.
And he will lose one.
And a loss of 1 on that one, so they're going backwards here.
Yep.
I could have sworn it was a sack. Good job by Weber there. 2:57 to go, 3rd and 13 from their own 38. Worland in the gun, trips right. They take the snap. They're looking short. They're going to throw it. It's going to be complete, and he's going to be down at the Worland 47, which will set up. They're going to spot it at the 47-yard line, which will set up 4th and 4 as we go under 2:35 to play in the half. So interesting decision here. It looks like they're going to go for it. Out of the gun, trips wide right. Weber in the gun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look over the middle, complete, and he got smacked. He got smacked complete at the 40-yard line of Riverton. Nicely done there, and you got to give Clark the credit because he took a beating from the linebacking core of Riverton. Quickly up to the line now, trips left for Worland. Weber's going to take it, try and do the same thing, and nicely done. Getting hands in there was, I do believe, Nick McIntosh. I need to see his number. Nope, number 21. That would be Clay Sheets there. Or was it? Nope, 22, excuse me. Now I see his full thing. So that's Dominic Payne, of course, getting his hands in there at the right time to knock it free. And he'll set 2nd and 10 from the Riverton 40 with 2:10 to play in the half.
Yeah, that was a beautiful way to get your hand in there and stop them from getting any yards.
From the gun now, 2 wide to his left, 1 protecting back, 3 wide to his left now. Weber's going to take the snap. He rolls to his left, looking to throw. He's got a man wide open who's going to go out of bounds at the 25-yard line, which will be a first down for Worland with 2:05, and will stop the clock.
Yeah, all of a sudden we're playing a different Worland team. They decided that they came to play some football.
Well, they did move the ball in the first series where we got the fumble down low. Here, knocking on wood, we can see a fumble here. But Worland moving the ball again, looking to tie it before half. Trips wide right. Weber with 1 protecting back and 1 receiver to his left. Claps his hand for the snap. He takes it. He's going to throw very quickly. Going to be broken tackle there by number 44. That being Trey Bennett. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And it'll be a gain of 8 to set up 2nd and 2 from the 17 for Worland.
That was a beautiful pass and catch. It seems like that's working for him. Riverton needs to figure that out.
Worland going right to left on your radio dial. Now with 5 wide, trips wide right. Weber back by himself. He takes it quickly, going to throw the screen out, and it's going to hit the ground and go incomplete. The old joke with coaches used to be they hit it right where you wanted to, right in those hands.
Yeah.
Number 11 had it, that being Brock Ducenis, who had that in his hands but happened to drop it.
Yeah,
so, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it did hit him right in the hands, hit him in the breadbasket, like we like to say, and he should have held on to that. There was no reason for him to drop that unless he just got a little nervous, heard those footsteps.
And this will set up 3rd and 2, and right now we're getting almost had the sack there. Weber from the gun's going to get free. He completes it, and he dove down. I think he thought he might have been closer to the touchdown. Dives at the 3, and he'll set up 1st and goal. And I'm trying to make sure I'm reading this correctly, but it looks like it's 24-0 Douglas over Lander right now. Lander really laying an egg here with a chance to win 3A East. From the gun, Weber looking to throw over the middle, does, and it's a touchdown.
You know, that was an impressive drive. They just took the ball in the air, and they went and got that 6.
Cade Weber to Carter Clark there on the 6, pending extra point here with 1:37 to go in the half.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. I haven't heard a lot about this kicker here.
Kicker being number 24, that's Court Gonzalez. Kick is, no, it's a bad snap, and Riverton able to make the stop, and will still have the lead here, 7-6. Didn't even get the kick off. Bad. I couldn't tell if that was bad on the snap, Jay, or was it the hold?
I think it was the hold. The snap got to him and he put it down, but
bad hold there. So Riverton is still up 7-6. Minute 37 to play in the half. The slimmest of margin leads, but in a game that is win or go home, those little things, everything comes down to 3 or 4 plays.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just 1 inch here, 1 inch there, and all of a sudden you're winning. You lose an inch here, you lose an inch there, and you might be going home.
Absolutely. So 7-6, minute 37 to play. Wolverines will be receiving the kickoff. It looks like we've got Nate Hutchinson back, and the upbacks look to be Ty Sheets and Dominic Payne. So setting up something a little different. We've seen Ty Sheets and Dominic Payne all the way back, but now you've got all 3 of them, 3 of the fastest guys you've got on the team. And not only fastest, Jay, but some of the most physical skill position players on this team.
Yes. That is exactly what's going to happen right there. Any one of those gentlemen sitting back can go all the way, and they don't mind lowering their shoulder to get there.
And he's on to kick for the Warriors.
So the Warriors will be kicking off. Kind of an interesting stadium here. Still like it a lot, but no away side and home side. Everybody's on one side tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So taking a very long backdrop is the kicker for Worland, and he's going to trot about 15 yards up to it, and he's going to put it up in the air. Hutchinson's going to receive it around the 10. He's at the 15, now the 20, up to the 25. He's got some room. He's at the 30, now the 35, to the 40. He's going to go out of bounds after a great return from the 10 all the way out to the 43-yard line of Riverton, and it will set up a minute 28 with Riverton with some great field position.
Yes, sir. I mean, you can't do that to Hutchinson. You got to grab him. You got to put him down, because if you don't, he's just too big, and he's an animal. He's going to keep going.
Absolutely. Nathan Hutchinson, Dominic Payne on that side of the field, leading his way to bust him free. Great blocking. They'll actually say you stepped out at the 43, so 1st and 10 there for Riverton. And you know DeVries is saying, forget just kneeling it out. Forget field goal. Let's get 6.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what he wants. That's what he's wanted all day.
And how demoralizing would that be for Worland?
Yes. They would go into the locker rooms a little upset.
So they're going to break the huddle with 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Nick McIntosh coming on a little late. DeVries out of the gun, 1 protecting back. He takes it. He's looking to throw. He's going deep, and he's going to overthrow Ty Sheets. Just too high for him, and he'll set up 2nd and 10 from the Riverton 43 with a minute 23 to play in the game.
That was a good design play. He was wide open over the middle, just a little too high, a little too much fire on that gun.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. Riverton looking to move the ball here, wanting to get within striking distance for at least a field goal. We haven't kicked a whole lot of those this year. So, actually, I think we've only kicked 1. And only probably attempted 1 or 2. So, probably thinking 6 here. DeVries out of the gun, 4 wide. He gets the snap. He's looking off to his left. He's going to get out to Hutchison, who's going to catch it for a minimum gain of about 2.5 to 3 yards. Looks like they're going to give him the 46-yard line maybe. 46-yard line is going to set up 3rd and 7. Riverton already to the line as we'll go under a minute when this snap takes place. From the gun, DeVries looking deep. He's got all day long. He's finally going to try and take off, and he maybe should have gone sooner as he had absolutely all day, but no receiver came back for him.
No, and I believe the Worland team, they are definitely looking to cover those
flag.
receivers.
An extremely late flag thrown right when I said it. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, no.
And the unfortunate part, it's on the Riverton sideline, so who could that be on? We're going to have some sort of unsportsmanlike. You never like to see that, or at least that's what I anticipate we're going to see.
Has to be on their coach. Where we're at right now, you cannot tell the far side.
Cannot tell. Oh, it's on Worland. It's on Worland, and I don't know what the call was.
No, I did he? Must have been a hit after the whistle.
Maybe a late hit, but I don't. I've never seen that call, but it's a costly one.
Not sure what that was, but unsportsmanlike, I guess.
Definitely an unsportsmanlike type thing. They didn't call a personal foul or anything like that, or unnecessary roughness. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Riverton Wolverines. Huge yardage. 1st and 10 from the Worland 37 with 52.5 to go. Trips wide right, one on the left. DeVries out of the gun, looking to throw. It is complete, and he's going to be taken down basically as soon as he catches it, just shy of the 35. So clock is moving, and you wish you had some of those timeouts back.
Yeah.
Now, as we go under 40 seconds to go, I don't know. Nobody in the booth seemingly knows what this call is.
I don't know what he called.
So we just know it was against Worland. It was big. From the gun with 30 seconds, DeVries takes it, throws across the middle. It is complete and down to the 11-yard line for Riverton with 24.6. So the clock will stop as they move the chains, but quickly up to the line is DeVries. So the ref even has to stop him, so he'll have to signal it in because they got up. Looks like DeVries is going to spike it. He's going from under center, and he does with 21 seconds, but somehow 2 seconds came off. So 20.9 left to go. 7-6 Riverton in this first half. Riverton on the gain of a very, very nice timed penalty, and then a nice 20-plus yard throw has gotten down to threaten, Jay, with 20.9 left in the half.
Yes, they are definitely knocking on the door. I think they're getting ready to kick it in is what they're doing. DeVries is letting everybody know that this is his team and he is the quarterback.
DeVries, fresh off concussion protocol. He's going to go out of the gun. Sheets in motion to balance the receivers, 2 on right, 2 on left, 1 protecting back. Snap. DeVries is going to take it, and we've got a timeout flag here. Oh, false start against Riverton. Not what you wanted to see there. And it'll set up 2nd and 15 from the 18.
That was I missed the jump or the offside false start. I missed that. I was wondering because it looked like the ball was snapped at the right time, and I didn't see anybody move, but I'm a little further away than the refs are.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. They're going to say from the 19.5 or 18.5, 19-yard line. 2nd and 16. They're saying, I don't get that, but 19.5 seconds left. They're going to adjust the clock back because it was a dead ball foul on the false start. So they'll adjust the clock most likely back to 20.9.
20.9. Did you say 20.9? Give me the thumbs up.
20.5.
So, I'm sorry, we just kind of went dead there as we were waiting to see what there is an issue with the clock there. The referee is waiting for it to be changed. So a little bit of a breather for both the Worland defense and the Riverton offense.
Right,
so they put 20.5 on there, which it was 20.9 when the snap happened. So not that matters. DeVries with trips right, 1 left, Sheets going in motion, and we're going to have a timeout by Worland. So we'll take it with them. 20.5 seconds left. 2nd and 16 from the 19. Riverton trying to take the lead as they lead 7-6 here in Worland. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
And welcome back here, 2nd and 16, 20.5 seconds left. Thanks to Coach Bo Sheets. We got a clarification. It was unsportsmanlike. A little bit of profanity right in the kid's face by Worland. DeVries going to fake it. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to get down to the 9-yard line with 13.1 seconds left, and we're going to have a timeout again. So this time it's going to be Riverton. That should be their 3rd and final timeout. We'll see what Riverton does here. They will come out with 3rd and 6 from the 9. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. WyoGlass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. WyoGlass is Lander.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont, WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com.
Okay, and we're back here on KTAK out of the timeout, 3rd and 6 from the 9. 13.1 seconds left in the half. Riverton up 7-6. DeVries with the snap. He's going to roll to his right. It looks like he's going to keep it. He's going to reach out. Does he get there? Touchdown, Riverton! That was bold.
Yes, it
That was very, very bold by Riverton. Nicely done there. DeVries able to reach out with 5.6 seconds left and put Riverton up 13-6.
He is definitely shifty, like I said. If he starts moving that ball, you better tackle him. Don't let him reach out because he will get every inch he can. He will make defenders miss. He's impressive when he starts running the ball.
Big PAT here for Hunter. Snap is a little high, but it's put down, and the kick is up, and it is good. Riverton, Coach Anderson rolling the dice there, running with no timeouts left. DeVries on the keeper, and he stretches out for 6. And with 5.6 seconds left, it is 14-6. Riverton. We'll be right back with the Riverton kickoff here on KTAK.
Social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
And we're back here on 93.9 KTAK and Wyo Today's YouTube page. So if you're listening on radio and you're just pulling in from home from a date night with the wife or the husband or whatever have you, go ahead, go pull up the YouTube page, watch this game. It is win or go home for both these teams. And right now, your Riverton Wolverines lead 14-6 with 5.6 seconds left in the half.
They're doing amazing right now. They can play some ball.
Kick is going to be a squib. It's going to bounce around the 40, and they're going to fall down on it, and that'll set up 1st and 10 at about the 39-yard line or so for Worland. Riverton also key now, scoring with 5.6 seconds left in the half, Jay. And guess who gets the ball back on the kickoff?
Riverton does. They're playing smart ball right now.
So it looks like they're going to come out in victory formation, just take it to half and take a knee is Worland. You know, you want to make sure of that, pay attention to that, especially the kickoff at the beginning of the second half for the onside. Weber's going to take the snap, and he's going to down it. So that's going to take us to half. And Riverton Wolverines are going to take a 14-6 lead into half in this win or go home. Old phrasing of it all, do or die.
Yes.
That's what is facing Coach Anderson, this coaching staff, and the Riverton Wolverines, as well as the Worland Warriors.
Yeah.
They face the exact same thing. So we're going to have 15 minutes, but we will be back with the Central Wyoming College halftime show right after these messages.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a gray Cadillac, coupe to fill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
And welcome to the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show here on 93.9 KTAK. I'm out of breath, Jay, because I just ran back from the restroom, so talk a little.
This game has been amazing for Riverton. DeVries has come out and said, I am the quarterback, and I am the quarterback that's here to stay. I think he has played, so far that I've seen, the best game that I've seen on the ground and in the air. He is looking defenders off. He's shaking defenders left to right. He's going out and reaching out and getting a touchdown on a play that definitely should have stopped him that was beautiful.
And let's talk about the We got to phrase it right. We're on the radio. The intestinal fortitude, if you will, for Coach Anderson. No timeouts left. 13.6 seconds left when the snap goes down.
Yes.
You get tackled on this short. It's short. You're going to half.
Mm-hmm.
To call a design run.
Crazy.
At the same point in time, also slightly genius.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know that the Warrior defense for Worland is expecting the pass there.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
They're expecting you to throw it here because you have no timeouts. If you're going to run it, you run it on second down when you had time, or first down when you had timeout, and then see what it got you.
I think the coach, he trusts his quarterback. He said, hey, your first game back, you go out there and handle business and do what you do best, and that's win ball games or at least create a little bit of chaos and confuse the defense, and that's exactly what he did.
And I know Derek's got one special fan. As I was going to use the facilities here, as I was coming out, I ran into Derek's grandfather. So we're glad to see some Riverton family members and whatnot. I also ran into the Masons, Bryce's parents. Unfortunately, Bryce Mason injured himself today. He's out of the game. He twisted an ankle during weightlifting. Just freak accident happens. She was indicating they were just kind of playing some games, not doing heavy lifting that day.
Right.
And just an unfortunate turn of events for Bryce, and unable to suit up today. And, you know, the team's going to miss him, especially on the defensive end. Of course, he was one of our players of the game. Of course, our players of the game sponsored by Papa Murphy's and Gatorade, the Thirst Quencher. And so we hope he gets healed up well, especially right now, because if we can hold things off, it looks like we could be going to Cody. But still 24 minutes.
There is 24 minutes, and that's a whole game.
People are going, why did he pause there? Because I was trying to remember between college, NFL, high school, and Pee Wee how many minutes we were about to play. So 24 more minutes to go. We'll be right back with more here on the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show on KTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541. Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
And welcome back to the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show here on KTAK. Our halftime show, of course, brought to you by Central Wyoming College. For information on their wide range of courses and programs, including their 4-year bachelor's degree program, visit cwc.edu. Central Wyoming College, make your way out here. We want to thank all of our sponsors on the year, and we hope we get another week for Riverton football.
Yes.
Of course, you've got Lander Valley, but Lander Valley will be going to the playoffs, but right now it's not looking pretty for them at all. It's 24-0 at half, and I'm trying to see here. Now, it wasn't 24-0 at half. It was 24-0 late in the first, but at halftime, it is 38-0 at half. Douglas picked off Lander in the red zone with 19 seconds left. Also, in six-man football, Du Bois beat Little let's see here. Little Snake number 1 was facing Du Bois in six-man today, and Du Bois comes out on top, 60-52, upsetting Little Snake. Cody Beers says they beat him by 2 country miles. He does not understand what my country mile means, but Cody Beers likes to make fun of me. So, next halftime show we make fun of Cody Beers. No, I'm just kidding. I love Cody Beers. He's a good guy, and he gets to bring the game of the week. Come playoffs, we're still going to have our game of the week, and we're going to try and cover all the Fremont County schools with Wind Radio Network. Hopefully we have Riverton in there. We know we have Lander Valley. We know we have Du Bois. We know we have Wind River, and we know we have Shoshone that are going. So hopefully we add that 5th, and that would be that game. Of course, now for me, as station manager, makes that a nightmare because then depending on people are playing at the same time, how do I make it work? YouTube for our stream will only allow 4 games at a time type thing. So, and then I also run into radio station issues because while everybody at home's going, you have 5. KVOW, the way it is with political talk, it's talk radio, KVOW. And, of course, listen to it because it's Let's Talk Fremont with Ernie Over every weekday morning, followed by Breakfast with Baxter, our good friend Kirk over there. And they're doing a phenomenal job with that. But it's a little bit harder. It's not as simple, cut and dry as flip a switch like it is with our FM stations. So that concludes our halftime show, brought to you by Central Wyoming College. We'll be right back with the third quarter here on KTAK.
Wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and Du Bois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
And we're back here on KTAK. Worland kicking off. It's going to bounce down and not go in the end zone. Oh, that was horrible by Hutchison. But he's able to go. He's trying to go wide. Come on. Uh-oh, he's at the 5, now he's at the 10, out to the 15, he's trying to break loose, he's loose again, out to the 20-yard line, out to the 23. The boy ran 4 country miles there to gain the equivalent of 21 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, the kick went dead at the 2 after he let it bounce. He picked it up, ran all the way to the near sideline to us, broke 4 tackles, and somehow, some way, got to the 23-yard line.
He just kept on shifting.
Hutchison breaking tackles, shifting the hips. Great play by him, but he just ran 1.5 miles. So he's got to be tired. So 14-6, Riverton with the ball. 11:43 left. That kickoff took 17 seconds off the clock. Out of the gun is DeVries with 4 wide. He's got 2 stacked on the right and 2 normal on the left. He's going to hand off to Braden Vincent, who's at the 25, and he trips down just barely. Could have had a lot more yards if he kept his feet. He's going to go down at about the 27, 28-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 27 for a gain of 4, setting up 2nd and 6 from the Riverton 27.
You know what I really liked is that stiff arm. That was a grown man stiff arm he threw right there. put that boy right on his back and kept on going for the extra 2 yards.
He did indeed. Breaking the huddle is the Wolverines. They're in the gun. Same formation as last time. DeVries takes it. He's going to look to throw short and almost picked off. I don't know. He was way off target, and that linebacker or safety should have had that for Worland, and it quite possibly might have been a pick six. But we now have an injury on the field. It looks like someone for Riverton is down. They're going to try and get up, but we will be right back. And it'd help if I took the halftime show graphic down, I do believe. So,
what are the flags for?
Okay, I'm going to guess that maybe somebody said something to the players, and Riverton able to get that player off or up and done, but there is a flag. And when you hear the opposing press box have a collective, "What are you doing?" It's usually not going to be good. So if it's the same player's second, I do believe that would be an ejection.
Yes, sir.
But right now we're looking at 3rd and 6 to go after the loss of yardage there from the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how they lost. 3rd and 6 from the 27, excuse me. No loss, incomplete. And we have an unsportsmanlike again and a personal foul against Riverton.
Really?
No, so they're going to just change it, and it's going to be personal foul against Riverton. I don't know what happened with the player down, but that backs it all the way up to the 12-yard line.
I missed what happened. I just out of nowhere, I seen the flags coming up.
I have no idea, but in this smaller stadium with the box on one side and no roof on it for the coaches to be, I'm kind of eyeing down over at Coach Anderson to see if he's getting quite upset. He's maintaining his composure. Has to. It's 3rd and 2 country miles here. 3rd and forever from the 12-yard line. Got to get all the way out basically to their Riverton 34. So a long way to go, and we've got another issue now going on. I guess they're going to say that either Hutchison has blood or I don't think he's the player down, but he has to go out, I think.
Yeah, they're taking him out.
Yeah, you have to come out for one. You got to come out for one play. So it's Hutchison who was the guilty party on that. We're just now discovering because you have to come out once you've done it for one play, basically like a cooling off period. So DeVries now in McIntosh going over to the right side, and it's going to be trips to the left. Vincent's going to come back into the backfield. So 2 wide right, 2 wide left for DeVries with 11:04 to go in the 3rd. DeVries taking it. He's looking deep. He's going to be flushed, and he's going to be gotten right at the 11 or 12-yard line. They're going to say the 11, so a sack on the play and a loss of 1. So we need DeVries to whip out one of those 3 of the top 5 punts on the season here and flip the field. This is not how Riverton wanted to start the second half.
No, they kept their poise, kept control of the ball, kept control of the clock the first half, and something happened where they threw those flags, and I think it just got them a little upset.
Just getting too emotional, not maintaining his composure, and quite honestly, as much as he's done well this year, Hutchison cost his team big there.
Yeah.
So DeVries back for the punt. Snap bounces. He's going to be forced out now. He's got a chance. He had a chance to punt it. He fumbles it. Ball's on the ground and recovered. It would have been if he tackled it. And absolutely devastation. Absolute devastation. DeVries, when he rolled left, and you wonder if they practiced this, had time to punt it after he invaded the initial blocker to get it downfield, and said he was looking downfield. Nobody's looking back to receive it because they think the Gunners think it's a good snap. And then he fumbles the ball to boot and gives him the ball at the 19, which is only slightly better than it would have been, slightly worse than it would have been for them if he'd been sacked there. So big opportunity already in the red zone for Worland. Weber is in the gun. He's got 3 wide right, trips wide right. He's going to roll wide right, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught at the 9-yard line for a first down. At the 8 is where they're going to spot him, and it'll be 1st and goal for the 8 for Worland. down 14-6, and all sorts of momentum here.
Yeah, it's like the momentum just shifted to the Worland, and now they are taking advantage of it.
Bad snap, bad decision making, and this is exactly what we didn't need to have happen. It'd been okay to go 3 and out and kick the ball, but this has fallen apart now. Trips left, Weber gets the snap, he rolls left. He's looking down to the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Warriors, and it is now 14-12. You expect the 2-point conversion here.
Oh, yeah. They're going to look at trying to tie this up.
Now, they do have, do you get it back now or do you not get it back now? There's always that debate, because if you fail here, you're doing it when you don't have to have it.
Yep.
So if you fail here and Riverton were to score a touchdown, all of a sudden that's 9 points. That's a 2-score deficit.
Yes, it is.
And that's not good. Let's see here if we can get that situated a little bit better. They're going to snap it. It's going to be handed off, and Riverton is stacking him up,
and
waiting for it to blow it, and it is no good by Worland, and there comes the big question mark, stacked up by an absolute horde of Wolverines, and forces the 2-point attempt to be no good. 9:56 left to go in the third quarter. It is do or die for both teams in terms of the playoffs. 14-12, Riverton. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine football. 9:56 is left in the third quarter, 14-12 after a disastrous start that wound up being a bad snap on a punt and then a fumble by DeVries. Gave Worland the ball in the 19 and they punched it in. But the Wolverine defense stood strong on the 2-point conversion. So now Wolverines up by 2, and let's see if it comes to bite them. Worland pops it up in the air. It's going to be fielded. Fumble! And it is fumbled again. He tried to catch it nonchalantly, did Dominic Payne there, and unable to secure it, but he is able to fall down on it and get the ball recovered. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines from the 22-yard line of their own 22-yard line. And you've got to see better out of Riverton and Derek DeVries here, Jay.
Yes, we need Derek DeVries to play this second half just like the first half, keep his poise, keep control of the ball, and handle his business.
From the gun, 2 wide on each side, 1 protecting back. DeVries takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw it up, and it almost was picked off, tipped by defensive linemen there, and it was in harm's way for quite some time.
Yes.
So still in dangerous situation and dangerous territory for Riverton.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. That ball was tossed kind of soft.
Poise has completely gotten on the bus and is all the way back to Thermopolis on its way to Riverton at this point. They need to get it turned around because they are not playing. First quarter completely poised, no panic, understanding the momentous part of the game. But at the same point in time, thank you, Darla. Telling thank you to Darla who brought me water. Throwing across the middle is DeVries. He's going to miss Drevin Monroe high, and the safety almost had it, and quickly 3rd and 10.
Yeah, it was a good play. He did throw into coverage. I do believe there was a couple other players open, but, I mean, DeVries has snuck a couple balls in there before, so.
Yeah. Thank you to the Masons. They brought me up some water. And like I said, they are the parents of Bryce, and he's out today. Sorely missed on the defensive side, obviously. The team as a whole, but definitely defense where he really shines, having been one of our players of the game. On 3rd and 10, DeVries from the gun, 4 wide. He's looking across, and he hits it for a first down. Hit by Cade Gabrielson, I do believe, number 5. Yes, complete to Cade Gabrielson. First time we've called his name outside of the Sutherland starting lineups, and he has the first down at the 35, of Riverton with 9:35 and counting to go in the third. Really the first greatly positive play for Riverton this half.
Yeah, let's hopefully they can keep moving the ball forward just like that and gain on this because the momentum has shifted.
4 wide, 2 on each side. DeVries takes the snap. He's going to give it to Vincent, and Vincent's going to gain a yard, maybe 2. They're going to give him 2 out to the 36-yard line.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
So it'll be a 2nd and 8 here from the 36 and about a half with 9 minutes to go in the third. Riverton desperately, in my opinion, needing a score here, Jay.
Yes, they definitely do. I mean, what happened at the very beginning of this second half was definitely a little nerve-wracking for Riverton.
From the gun, same formation, protecting back on his left. They're going to send Ty Sheets in motion. He's going to fake it to him. DeVries is going to keep it. He's at the 40 to the 50-yard line, and he's going to go down right at the 50 for a gain of 13 there. They're going to give him right at the 50. 1st and 10, Riverton.
And that's what they need to do. They need to keep on moving the sticks, stay ahead of the yard line, and just keep going. They're playing a beautiful game. A couple hiccups, but they are playing a great game.
Great game, and exactly what we thought on paper when we mentioned 26 ties have happened in this series back when they didn't have overtime or anything of that nature. So it's been tightly contested, although Riverton leads the all-time series by 8. DeVries in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Vincent again. He's at the 49. He's going to try and keep his balance.
Nice
he does.
Spin.
He's at the 40, all the way to the 43-yard line. Go, you bad dog, you Vincent. Vincent, excuse me. Nice gain of 6 to 7 there. It's going to be 7.5, and it will set up a 2nd and 2 from the 43-yard line.
That was beautiful how he got slipped up back here, hit that spin move, left that defender in his dust, and got a couple more yards. That's what we like to see.
Going from the gun with 4 wide, 2 on each side, 1 running back in the middle. DeVries takes it. He's going to look to throw, steps back, throws across the middle, and it's going to wind up being picked off. Intercepted. Again, DeVries has been throwing into coverage in this half. We've said it before. This one tipped off by the defensive back and picked off by the safety. DeVries is getting careless.
Yeah, getting a little just, I think a little more, he needs to slow down a little bit and take a look the defenders off, look to this side of the field, look to that side of the field, and find the right player that's not covered.
A score from the first quarter in Lovell, 13-0, Thermopolis losing to Lovell in the first quarter.
Man, here we go.
Going out of the first down, they're going to reach the 40-yard line for a gain of 5. Worland.
Yeah, I think that that pick has got the Riverton a little nervous. They need to just calm down. It happens, and let's play some football. The defense needs to go ahead and stop these guys, get the ball back, and let Derek go to work.
Well, in an update, actually, in the second quarter, 11:42 to go, 19-0 in favor of Lovell over Thermopolis. From the gun, passing over the middle, and the Worland receiver had not even looked back. That being Duzenis, he hadn't even looked back for that because he was open.
He was wide open. If he'd have looked back, he would have grabbed it. But quarterback also needs to see that he's not looking back either.
I think it may have been a timing play.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he was meant to go deep over the middle. It's the pass that they've kind of made us pay on certain third downs. So now it sets up 3rd and 5. Critical down for Riverton. Worland losing to Riverton 14-12 with 7:07 to go. This is do or die. Whoever wins this is going to the playoffs. The snap to Weber. He's going to roll to his right, and he's going to throw it complete as Drevin Monroe went up to try and tip it. What was playing too far back, or too far up, I should say, and could not make the jump. But he's looking at another DB, and maybe a little blaming going around. We do not need this team to fall apart.
No.
As we've heard from some people that this team, adversity and this team are not friends.
No.
They don't do well with it, and right now they're facing some adversity, but still with the lead.
Yeah, I mean, don't push the blame on anybody. You guys are a team. Let's just come together and get this win.
From the gun, Weber. Worland has 3 trips to the left. Weber's going to keep it. He's going to go to his left, and he's got some yards, and he is down He is down to the Riverton 37-yard line.
Thrown out of bounds at the
37-yard line here for Riverton. For Worland. Between the 38 and 37 here. It's going to be a long two, though.
Second down and 3.
He has to meet just inside the 35-yard line.
Riverton's it looks like they're falling apart all of a sudden.
From the pistol, it looks like. Let's see if he steps back into the gun because it's just barely the pistol. Running back move, still in the pistol lineup. Trips to the right. Weber's going to take it. He's going to keep it. He's going to gain the 32. Dusanis, now in at quarterback, I think. Yes, Dusanis now in at quarterback. Weber has come out. I do apologize about that. So Dusanis really leading this offense now. Got great field position the first time. And now it's 1st and 10 on the Riverton 32 with 6:35 to go in the third quarter. The second half has been a nemesis for Riverton this year. From the pistol, he's going to do a pitch out to Dusanis. Weber was back in there. He's got it. He's going to reach all the way down to the 22-ish. It's going to be real close to a first down there. And now they're just churning.
Yeah, the Worland has come out the second half ready to play some ball all of a sudden.
It's going to be from the 23, 14-12. Riverton still hanging on to the lead, but it is in serious jeopardy right now from the 23, second and about 1.5 feet with 5:58 to play in the third quarter. From the pistol, let's see who's in there. Weber's back in there. Oh, it was almost picked off. It's complete to Dusanis, who has just tore us up in this half, and he's going to get inside the 10 for a 1st and goal for Worland.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. We had him stopped. We almost had the pick. There's no reason that should have got that many yards. Worland needs to shake it off and get back to playing some football. Riverton, I'm sorry.
Thermopolis now on the scoreboard in the second quarter. It's now 19-6 level. And we are in a barn burner here. We've seen sways of momentum, and right now it rests firmly with Worland with 5:28 to go in the third. From the gun, Weber back in at quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to roll left. He's going to look to throw. He's got a man open and just barely misses him. Intended for Clark, incomplete. It's same type of pass they caught for the touchdown. He was open yet again. No adjustment from the previous touchdown there. And let's see if they go to it again here on one of the next two downs.
Well, I don't understand why he's so wide open. They're playing man right now.
2nd and goal from the 9. Worland going to huddle this time, and they're spending an extra amount of time in the huddle. I would expect Dusanis to get a look here. He's been the primary guy to get him down here, and he is out to the far left. Weber with trips left, going to take the snap, looks to pass it. No, he's going to pass it into the flat, and what a tackle at the 10. What an incredible tackle by Ty Sheets there, grabbing his ankle. He's stiff-armed out of the way, but had the wherewithal still to grab onto that ankle and basically say, it's going to be ride or die here.
Yeah.
I'm not letting go.
Yeah.
And sets up 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line, but we have a foul. Roughing the passer against Riverton. I watched the whole play, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
But it's what it is. So it'll be half the distance to the goal, automatic first down, and that's devastating on Riverton.
Yeah, I missed it. I don't know if it was after I started looking down the field, but I did not see anybody just come up and hit that quarterback.
No one hit him hard field. Granted, we were at corner of the eye, but I mean, if he went down, I mean,
that's because he
is
slipped.
it Tom Brady? No, so 1st and goal from the 5, 4:53 to go. Weber now going to be alone in the gun. He's got trips to his right, one down left. He's going to take it. Weber rolls right after the snap. He's covered pretty well here. That is going to be thrown out of bounds, but it does reach the line of scrimmage, so no intentional grounding there. Good job by the young man from Worland to realize that he had to get it out of bounds and not lose the yardage there because it'd have been a chunk.
Yeah, it would have been. I'm surprised they didn't call roughing the passer.
Oh, no, don't go there. Don't go there.
I was just joking.
Yeah, I knew you weren't. Okay, Worland's going to huddle now. Let's see here. The odd part is they kind of haven't. They look to get DeSantis the ball the whole way down here, and he really made them pay. And here they've kind of only really gone. They haven't gone after him once. Let's see where he's lining up. He's in the slot on the right, I do believe. Weber by himself trips left. Going to take it, throws the screen again, and there's absolutely nothing there. And he's going to be stopped at the 10-yard line. And he'll set up 3rd and goal from the 10. Yeah. So we played a bunch of plays there to end up right back kind of where we started with goal to go, 3rd and 10. So all we did was eat up clock, and there's 4:15 to go and counting in the third quarter. Riverton 14, Worland 12.
But, you know, it does seem like Riverton is, once they're on defense and it's at the goal line, they are a little more hungry. They keep their poise about them. They definitely don't want to let them score right now.
And I promise, ladies and gentlemen, the face you're seeing in your camera is not a ghost. It's a young lady with Riverton. Their windows don't go up. Weber's going to keep it. No, DeSantis gets it, and he's going to be short at the 1-yard line. So, like a foot to go with 3:40 to go. They finally got DeSantis, and good things happen for Worland. We would give you a name. I promise she's not a ghost. The Riverton young lady behind us that's being seen in the camera in the upper right. But it's just how the windows don't go up here for us, so we're shooting through windows. So don't be freaked out even though it's Halloween. She's not a ghost. But 4th and 1, 3:14 to go. Huge play and a do or die. Weber changing the play, gets under center. He's going to take it, try and dive under. That's going to be close. That's going to be real close, and they're going to signal touchdown. And I have questions for the referee there just because they didn't peel anybody off.
Yeah.
It was a complete and total lack of able to see anything there, and they went ahead and signaled it. Now, he probably did get in, but you got to wait there to peel him off.
Yes, you do. I was saying the same thing.
So 18-14 in favor of Worland. Going for 2, I would guess here, but really it doesn't make a bit of difference because it'll either be 5 or 6. It's still touchdown, extra point wins the game. So I think they're going to kick it here is what they're looking like. Nope, they're going to go out of the gun. Thought someone might be getting ready to hold. They're going for 2 wide to the right. Weber going to take the snap. He's going to get in. He does get in, but it still doesn't change what Riverton needs to do outside the fact they have to have the extra point now.
Yeah.
So 20-14 Worland, but all that is a moot point unless Riverton somehow finds their poise, Jay.
Yes.
The poise they had in the first half has completely gone away.
Yeah, it has vanished. They are starting to panic. It seems like the game's just all of a sudden sped up against Riverton, and they're confused right now. And I don't understand why. They've got some of the shiftiest athletes I've seen in Wyoming, and all they need to do is just calm down, keep it together, go get this 6.
They've got to find a way here, play by play, to just find that composure and play ahead of the chain, so to speak, and move down the field. Now, Ty Sheets is back with Dominic Payne, as well as we're having all sorts of issues with our camera here.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got it fixed. We're on a weird tripod. Somehow our tripod that was finally found wound up with somebody else. So we're on a thank you to Kelly Davis, by the way, because at least we have a tripod. It's her tripod from home. We want to thank her. She's one of our great sales reps. So if your company needs more business, and who doesn't, give Kelly Davis or John Burberry a call at Wind River Radio Network, and they'll set you up with a great, and I promise you, inexpensive, great return on investment advertising campaign.
Yeah.
So 3:02, Worland going to kick off. They're now up by 6, having came back from 14-6 at half. Riverton not helping their cause. This one's going to go deep. Hutchinson's going to take it around the 7. He's at the 10 to the 15 to the 20. He's got nowhere to go after the 20, though. He's bottled up and started dancing around. And number 9 just came off absolutely furious, that being Xander Carpenter. basically losing his mind. I don't know if he missed a block or something, but it'll be 1st and 10 Riverton from the 21 is where they're going to give him. And now Riverton, for the first time today, is playing from behind.
Yeah, which is crazy because they've had such a great first half.
So DeVries coming out. He's going to have 3 wide. He's got 2 bunched and a third, so trips on the right and 2 out to the left. Sheets is going to go in motion. Are they going to do the end around? Nope, DeVries is going to keep it, and he's going to gain a very short yardage yet again.
Yep.
It's going to be a gain of basically 1, maybe 1.5. We'll give him 2 to call it 2nd and 8 from the 23-yard line.
Yeah, DeVries, he just needs to actually put the ball in the air every once in a while. I know he had that pick, and so he's a little nervous. But if he looks at the sidelines, he's always had somebody open, and he can look those defenders off. He's really good at that.
All right, so from the gun here, desperately needing something, down for the first time. Riverton 5 wide with trips right. DeVries takes the snap. He's looking deep, and it's incomplete. Braden Vincent getting absolutely rocked there, just destroyed there, and it'll bring up 3rd and 8. So from the now 3rd and 8, 2:10 to go, 20-14. DeVries with a nice throw, but you got to know where your man is and what you're leading him into. And Vincent, lucky he's not seeing stars.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
From the gun, this time 4 wide, 2 left, 2 right. DeVries going to take it, needs 8. He's going to break free. Nope, he's going to be sacked. Nope, he's not. But he's going to be eventually gang tackled as the offensive line, after the initial contact, just started looking around and didn't do anything. So it sets up 4th down and 8. He got back to the line of scrimmage, I do believe, or they may put him short. Nope, they're going to give him right back where the line of scrimmage was. So it's going to set up a punt, and now the defense is in an absolute must stop it.
Yes, they are. They have to stop everything that comes their way now.
Man. So DeVries is going to line up to punt. You can tell already that Worland's not quite buying it. They're playing punt safe. They do have 2 men back. DeVries gets it, and there's the punt. That's one of his better ones. It's going to be caught at the 40. Missed tackle on an arm tackle, and luckily he got tripped up a little bit by his own guy, and Dusanis is going to go down right at the 49 of their own 49, which means great field position there. They're actually going to mark him back a little. Nope, they're going to put him at the 49. So minute 12 to go in the 3rd, and Riverton must hunker down here.
Yes, sir. They need to stop every play. Don't give them anything. They need to be ready for the pass. They need to be ready for the run. Keep your head on the swivel and swarm the ball.
Out of the gun, trips to the left. The snap, Weber's going to take it. He fakes the throw. There's a man there. Now they just left a guy. It's completed to Clark at the 37-yard line of Riverton, and it looked like they were playing zone there, and they got picked apart.
Yeah.
This is absolute do-or-die time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not over-exaggerating. I'm not trying to hype it up for no purpose. But this team, this Riverton squad, with the way the 3rd quarter is gone, I believe absolutely cannot, must not fall down by 2 scores.
No, we cannot go down by 2. That would be devastating, and I think it would get into Riverton's head.
That would be 21 unanswered if PAT was good, that they gave it 3rd quarter and scored nothing after mistake by mistake. Weber out of the gun, going to go deep. Wide open. Cannot express to you how wide open the man was. It'd be Roman Parra, sophomore. Cade Weber hits him on the 37-yard pass, and Riverton is officially falling apart.
Yeah, this is getting a little ridiculous. Riverton, I think they thought the game was over or something, and so they just.
No, I don't think they thought it was over, Jay. I think at halftime, I don't know what was done, but nothing. But it's not working. And mistake after mistake, they played their most poised half, and dare I say, their most non-poised quarter. Yeah. It's just, and you feel for these kids. They had a lead, and now they have given up 20 in a row unanswered, and they're going for two. Is Worland, DeSantis is going to take it, and he's going to get it. So that makes it back to a 14-point lead with 57 seconds left in the third quarter.
What is going on out here?
I don't know. And, you know, we're not trying to get onto these kids or anything like that, but the level of poise, it kind of started going downhill with the unsportsmanlike on Hutchinson. Not that he's to blame, but just I don't know if it's overconfidence coming out of the half or just they took a punch in the mouth. And as we've said, this team is not well-versed, especially the younger guys, which this team's got a lot of, sophomores and whatnot, and juniors who've just stepped up to this level of varsity football. They really don't understand taking a punch in the mouth. Now they've taken one, so now they've got to score here, and then they've got to get a hold. And it's been across both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Now you can't fault the defense. Well, in the first series, because 19 you gave them the ball in the red zone.
Yeah.
But on this last one, it was a combination of offense not getting it done and then defense giving it up. Giving up pass plays that are wide open. Weber has figured out where the open spots are in the zone, and he's been hitting them. Now, if it's man coverage, because it looks just like zone, but if it's man coverage, I don't mean man coverage looks like zone, then the same guy keeps missing his man because they are picking on the left side and primarily on Jerevin Monroe is who they have kind of targeted a bit. If it's in man or zone for that matter, they've been going to the left and exploiting it. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be taken by Hutchison at the 5. He's now at the 10 to the 15. He's at the 20, now the 25. Now he's trying to get free on a face mask, and he gets spun around, and he'll go down at the 27-yard line for first down. I thought we might see a flag for face mask there. I think we all thought it might have been that, but he may have just had him under the collar. Okay. So kind of hard to see across the field here, especially with these windows. But what you need to know right now is it's 14-6 at half in favor of the Wolverines. It is now 28-14 in favor of Worland. The poise, momentum, whatever you want to call it, but the poise and composure has jumped from the team in white and black, the Wolverines, to the team in, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell that one. I don't know what, brown? I don't know.
I believe it's black and orange.
It's going to be a handoff this time, and he's going to slip down is Braden Vincent, and he's going to gain 0 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, I don't know what is going on, but it's like we just lost all our poise and kind of getting down on ourselves. Riverton just needs to calm down, take a deep breath, and do what they know they can, and that's to move the ball forward.
They need to relax, definitely, and go out there and have fun and be loose and play.
Yes.
But the unfortunate part is we're about to be in a situation where the clock very much is in play here, as we're now under 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. DeVries out of the gun. He's going to take the snap, fakes it to Braden. He's going to have to roll right. He's looking downfield, tries to fit it in, and does to Ty Sheets, I do believe, who will have a first down at the 38-yard line, 39-yard line, and that ends the third quarter. So Ty Sheets, gain of 12 there, will set up a first down for Riverton, but the third quarter, has ended. Yeah. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter in a must-win game for both teams on KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back to Riverton Wolverine High School football here on KTAK. 12 minutes ago, we are now in the fourth. Riverton trails by 14 and had really their first positive play of the entire quarter right there. And Lovell leading the Cats of Thermop 25-6. Currently with 6:16 to go in the half. Snap is going to go, and some physical running is going to gain 5 yards to 6 yards. Just poor tackling combined with great physical running there by the Wolverines and Derek DeVries.
Yeah, that was a great run. That's what we need to see for the rest of the game. We need to pick it up a little bit because that clock is going to be a factor here shortly. DeVries needs to do what he's been doing that whole first half.
So bring up second down and a long 4 from the 46. Snap to DeVries. He looks out quickly, gets the pass out, and I can't tell who that was. It may have been Dominic Payne or Hutchison. It's one of the two. It's Hutchison. And he is going to gain about 2. They're going to give him 2 yards. They'll set up 3rd and 2 here with 11:12 to go. He did step out of bounds, so the clock stops. Riverton breaking the huddle now.
Yeah. Let's see what
DeVries going to be in the gun, 4 wide, 2 wide left, 2 wide right with 11:12 to go. DeVries surveys the defense. Looks like they're blitzing as they bring a man up. He's going to take the snap directly, and he's going to rush for it all the way to the 48-yard line, I do believe is where they're going to spot him. And that'll be a first down for Riverton as the clock will continue to move as soon as the chains are up. So you'd like to see a little bit of urgency. You're not down 1, you're down 2, boys.
Yeah, they definitely need to hurry up. That clock is moving. They need to go ahead and get out of that huddle and get 6. Get 6.
Under 11 to go. 28-14, Worland. 21 unanswered by the Warriors of Worland. DeVries out of the gun, same formation with 4 wide. He's going to take it, he's going to throw, and it is caught by, I'm trying to lay an eye on the number. It may be Cade Gabrielson with the reception. Huh? Okay, we won't call him what he just got called on the air, as that would be an FCC violation. But Cade Gabrielson complete, makes it 2nd and 2 at the 40 for Riverton. It actually wouldn't have been an FCC violation. It would just be rude. So it was a compliment, though. Cade, good kid. From the gun, DeVries looking. He's going deep. He wants it all. Player's going to run underneath it. Does he have it? Oh, no. They're going to say incomplete. Boy, what speed ran there by Hutchison trying to get under that ball. Just unable to, and I thought it was overthrown from the word go.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
too.
thought there's no way Nate's getting to this.
He had some wheels moving on that one.
And he had some moves, but not a bad attempt on 3rd and 2 because you got to figure now down 2 scores. There's 3rd and 2 from the 39. You're going for it on 4th down if it gets to that. So 3rd and 2 from the 40. Call it basically right at the 39, but just barely touching the 40. DeVries with 5 wide, he's going to keep it himself. He's out to the 30, down to the 27-yard line, maybe even the 26 they'll give him. They do give him, nope, they're going to give him the 26.5. First down with 10:31 to go from their own from the Worland 31. DeVries having to match it. The thing is, though, now there's no room for any mistakes, Jay. It's got to be perfect.
It does. That clock's running, and once if we score here, then we got to get the ball back with no time spent.
Okay, from the gun, 5 wide. DeVries is going to keep it again. He's going to look to try and bust free, and he's going to gain the 20-yard line there on the first down. Nicely done. We'll set up 2nd and 4 from the 20. Oh, my. Word out of Douglas. Lander Valley getting smoked by Douglas, 45-0. All Douglas in that game. So the Wind River Radio Network's teams are kind of getting smoked.
Yeah.
Our game of the week, Riverton and Thermop are the only hope, and Thermop's down 25-6. Oh, wow. So Riverton, the only hope for one of our teams tonight. 9:30 to go. DeVries taking out the gun. He's going to throw over the middle. Nice. Complete to Driving Monroe. Touchdown, Wolverines!
I missed that.
Well done. Trevin just found the middle, and caught it. And DeVries throwing it through the eye of the needle there to once again pull closer their first points from the first half, as it is now 28-20. PAT huge. Absolutely huge for Hunter Saltzgaber here. Teams are lined up, and there's all sorts of movement. I'm not sure what that's going to be, but the kick is up. No flag, and they're going to say it's good. I thought everybody on both sides of the ball moved.
Yeah.
So I thought we had encroachment and all sorts of things. But no flag on the play. 28-21. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the ball game. Or should I say in regulation.
Yes.
We'll be right back with more Wolverine football here on KTAK.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Riverton looking to kick off. They are expecting possibly an onside kick because everything's been on the ground. It's going to back up. It's free, but Worland rightly and correctly falls on the ball at the 36-yard line. So, Jay,
yes,
let's set the situation for the people at home, shall we?
Yes.
9:21 to go. Winner is going to the playoffs. Loser is just going home.
Mm-hmm.
Riverton led 14-6 at one point.
Yes.
At the half, in fact, 14-6. Gave up 21 unanswered to go down 28-14. Got one back right there, 28-21. They have to have a stop. 9:21 remains in somebody, at least in regulation, remains in somebody's season.
Yep.
From the gun, Weber back there now for Worland. Trips left. He's going to hand it off, and it should have been tackled for a loss, and it's not. And he's going to gain the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 9-yard gain to set up 2nd and 1. And you do wonder, are the legs gone? A lot of these guys play both ways.
That's what it's looking like.
But you would hope right now, one-score game, get a stop, see what happens. Adrenaline would be pushing these young guys through.
Yes, and that's what I'm hoping for, because we had this game in the bag at halftime.
Well, I wouldn't say bag. You're up by 8. We were up by 8.
But the momentum was on Riverton's
that
side.
They did, and they lost it very quickly on that punt. And now a handoff is going to go way up the middle from Westeros, and they're trying to strip the ball from him. Are they ever going to – and we're going to have a flag, and I'm sure it's going to be for face mask. This team, folks, has lost all composure, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
We've had unsportsmanlike. There we have a face mask. You don't have to tackle for the fumble here. And I know I sound like I'm getting upset, but you just have to tackle.
Yes.
It's not a 3-touchdown score game. It's 1.
Yep.
And and not even a 2-point. So you're going to tackle 15 yards here, and it'll be 1st and 10 right inside the red zone, actually deep into the red zone, as it's going to be, I was right the first time, right inside the red zone at about the 17-yard line. You just can't have this.
No, you can't. Well, Riverton, they need to go ahead and get their composure back.
And they've got to find it in a hurry. And first things first, they got to find a way to stop this drive.
Yes.
From the gun, he's going to hand it off again, and he's going to just muscle his way down. It is, I don't know what he's called. Mascaro, number 31, senior. Mascaro is going to get it all the way down to the 9, and he's going to be at 2nd and 2 from the 9 there.
Yep.
With 8 minutes to go, and the clock is ticking.
Yes, we need to get this ball back, and we
They've
cannot
got to
let
get a
them
stop.
score.
They've got to get a stop.
Yeah.
From the gun, trips right. One man on the left. Weber's going to take it. He's going to hand off to Mascaro again. He's going to get the first down, I think, with no problem as he gets stopped, but he's going to get stopped at right about the 6, which should be the first down for them. They're going to say the 7, I think they're marking it. I'm not sure exactly what they're marking it, but is it no gain? Am I going to see my first measurement? I haven't seen a measurement all season. They're getting together. They haven't brought the chains out yet. The ref is looking. Come on, bring the chains out. I haven't seen one all year. I've called other games, too, for different teams. I've never seen one. And finally, here's the thing that I don't get, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1st and goal. He looked at it for 2 minutes, couldn't tell, but still didn't bring the chains out.
Yeah.
That just makes no sense to me. So anyway, from the gun, trips to the left. This time DeSantis at quarterback, and he's going to walk right in. Wow. So it is now 34-21, Worland.
Wow, that was a good series by Worland. Riverton is looking like they're a little confused all of a sudden. Maybe it is the legs. They're just play both sides and tired. I'm not sure what is going on, but I was not expecting this to happen in the second half.
So the point after attempt, it's down and it's close. It's going to be good. Usually we can tell right away, but it was really, really close. But nonetheless, it is 35-21 in favor of Worland. And this team, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I'd tell you if I thought Worland was a better team as far as on paper, talent-wise. They may be just a smidge, but we're right there, Jay.
Yeah.
We are right there with them. But when it comes to the mental game, I think that's where Worland has got us beat.
Yeah.
They went into half down by 14-6, said, okay, let's make it happen. And then a few things went wrong on that first drive, of course, one of them being the incomplete passes, the targeting a guy into double coverage. But then eventually the punt snap that was horribly low.
Yes.
Derek got free from it, but I don't even know if he knew he could still punt the ball. Look for guys downfield. Of course, the Gunners aren't looking back. They have no idea.
Yeah.
They expect the ball to be sailing over their heads at some point. And then runs it, fumbles it. Wouldn't have mattered if he fumbled or not. If he'd just gone down, which he was about to do, they'd had it at the 14, so that was inconsequential. But that special teams disaster, they score, but they missed the extra point, going for 2. So it's 14-12. You still have the lead, but suddenly Riverton came out almost like they were down 3 scores in their body language.
Yes.
They looked like they didn't know. They were scared.
Yep.
And then they went from playing to win to playing not to lose.
Yeah.
And that rarely works out.
Yep.
Heck, I'm from Atlanta. I'm not a Falcons fan, thank goodness. But ask the Falcons what it's like to play not to lose when they were playing New England and they were up by, 23 or 25 or whatever in a Super Bowl. So there is the kickoff, and we need something special from you, Hutchinson. He's got the 15. He's coming across. He's at the 20. He's going to go down at about the 21-22-yard line with 7:19 to go.
You know, there's a big hole right here in the middle of the field. If he had just cut up and then bounced it back to the left, he had nobody was there.
Well, and that's what I mean by they're playing really nervous. A lot of guys get stuttery feet. Even Derek now, instead of just hitting the hole, get 4, 5, 6 is okay.
Yeah.
Getting 2 or 3 is okay versus, always looking. It's like they're the slugger in baseball looking for that home run.
Yeah.
But they're down 5.
Yeah.
With no men on base.
Yeah.
One swing of the bat ain't going to do anything. There is no 5-run swing. So right now, 7:19 to go, still have a shot that's still not out of reach, just 14 points. But there is no 14-point play. Get a first down here.
Yep.
From the gun, DeVries looking to throw the ball. He's going to complete to Drevin Monroe. He's out to the 39.5-yard line. Nice done by Drevin. And now it looks like they may go no huddle a little bit. They're going to circle up just slightly, but you can tell they're trying to get him out, and now they're going to huddle. I was wondering if maybe Coach Anderson had gone to the no huddle there to maybe kind of get them out of their own head. Don't think, just do. Read, react.
Yep.
With 7:02 to go, now we're under 7 minutes to go. 35-21, 1st and 10 from their own 39 for the Wolverines. Snap to DeVries. He's going to look deep, but he's going to be forced out. He's going to go. Now he's going to throw deep and incomplete. If he'd gotten a little bit lower, he had an open Kate Gabrielson with 6:48 to play in the ball game.
Yeah. You can tell.
There we go. Sorry about that. Trying to get everything centered for you.
Okay.
We do apologize about that. We will have our tripod back next week. We're just trying to get used to it here at 6:48 in the ballgame. 35-21 Worland. 2nd and 10 from the 39. I don't think we'll see a lot of running the rest of the way out unless Derek DeVries on a play where he's got some room. From the gun with 4 wide, they're kind of stacked on the left. DeVries takes the snap. He's looking deep. Complete to Drevin Monroe, he's going to grab a jersey and throw him down. And Drevin didn't like that, but he is going to get all the way out to right at the 48-yard line. So a set up 3rd and 1, 9-yard gain, but it really doesn't matter. We're in 4-down territory at this point. You got two chances to get a yard. DeVries takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's got it. He's got the first down. He's at the 40 and out, and that was so nonchalant. He wasn't even at full speed. It's like he fooled the defense the entire time he had the ball. And I was starting to question whether he did or not. I know Vincent didn't have it.
Yeah.
I saw that. So nicely done by Derek and Vincent carrying out the fake. It's going to set up 1st and 10 from the Worland 38 with 6:18 to play, and DeVries got out of bounds to stop the clock. So we're looking at 4 wide again. I expect that formation's the most comfortable for him. From the gun, he's going to look out to his right. He's going to throw complete, and it's going to go for a minimal gain of about 2 to 3. Probably 2 is what they're going to give him, but he does go out of bounds, does Hutchison. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 38 of Worland. The 36 of Worland. Riverton now they can take the chance to huddle and probably catch their breath.
Yeah.
And also I'm a big fan of no huddle when you're down. Taking it here with the clock not moving gives that defense a chance to rest too.
It does.
And I say that full well knowing a lot of the linemen play both ways. So what help it can be is what help it can be. 4 wide for DeVries. He's out of the gun. He's going to take it. He's looking. He's going to be flushed out. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. It's picked up by Worland, and he's going to have 6. And Derek with his head down on the ground, and it's going to be a fumble and score, basically a 42-yard run after he dropped the ball. The one thing you couldn't have happen has happened, and it is 41-21 in favor of Worland.
Yes, that was definitely could not have that. We could not afford that. Worland took advantage of that. Wow.
58-yard return is what we're getting told based on where it was recovered, and it is all Worland now. And that may be kind of it on the Riverton season. They had a nice drive going, but the one thing that Derek has got to do, and it's one area, really one of the few areas of improvement for him as he will enter in next year as the quarterback, is ball security.
Yes.
And it has cost them twice now on the season, a couple times today. The extra point is up and good. And it's cost them the Lander game, as you remember, which we're told he was down, but still, the refs called it, so we got to call it. You got to secure the ball. And granted, he was on his way out. And I'm not sure that was actually DeVries. It may have been Hutchison. I do apologize. Against Lander Valley. We got so wrapped up in this game, I've lost my paper with everything on it. And now today, a fumble. Fumbles have come not only too many times for this Riverton squad, but they've come at the most awful times for them to happen, because Riverton gets in there, even if it takes a little bit longer, you're still talking about 4 minutes. You've got all 3 timeouts. Coach Anderson done a very good job being willing to eat something that maybe didn't look great in order to preserve those. And now you're now in, do you believe in miracles in Al Michaels territory?
I hate to say it, but I believe that was the nail in the coffin.
So, and it's sad to see, although some good things can be taken from this. Last year, 1-8. This year, 1-8. So you're going, Kevin, how can we say anything good about it? Yeah. This team hung in with Evanston against a team that likes to run the ball and beat you up and has a lot of guys who go both ways. Mm-hmm. This team hung in with the hated Lander Valley Tigers, who on paper are more talented.
They're a good squad.
It hung in with Douglas for a little bit of time. Did it hang in with Cody at all? No. Cody's defending state champion, 23 seniors. Cody showed why they're dominant. But some steps were made. And it hung in with a team they've only beaten once in the past 5 years in Worland, and should have been even closer than it should have won this ball game.
Yeah.
So learning how to close out a game is one of the hardest things. The kickoff is going to land with Dominic Payne. He's out to the 25, trying to follow his blocks. He's going to get out to the 30, where he's going to get taken down with 5:44 to go. 5:42, to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to see it, but I feel like Riverton came out on that second half and they kind of beat themselves. Too many turnovers.
Oh, most definitely.
Too many fumbles. Nope, they didn't have the confidence they had when they went into the half. I'm not sure what happened, what was said, or if they just kind of took a nap.
Yes, and now Riverton's going to have to just let their hair hang out, so to speak, and just throw it. Doesn't matter if there's an interception or not.
No, yeah, they got to let the ball. They got to put the ball in the air. He needs to go ahead. Yep, there you go.
So they're going to throw a play to Ty Sheets there for a gain of 6, and I hate to say it, but that's not going to help.
No, and it needs
clock's still moving. You got to work the sidelines. I know we're calling this as if there's a miracle chance in this, and there is, but you'd have to get a couple onside kicks. Now he's going to throw over the middle and almost picked off.
Yes,
he's been high. He was searching for Kate Gabrielson, who has the no, I'm not even going to say what the nickname of the girls behind us said, what his nickname was. We're not going to say it. But we are going to call them out by name so their mom and dad can get mad at them. No. So 5:15 to go, 42-21.
And he's just been throwing high. He's been throwing with a little bit too much fire behind that pistol. He needs to take a little bit off, set his feet, and throw the ball.
Out of the gun, he has 4 wide on the out there. He's going to shift Hutchison off to the left, so trips to the left. DeVries is going to be pressured. Now he's going to have to take off. He's trying to get the first down, and I think he has it, so that should stop the clock, and it will with 5:07 to go. But rest assured, you still have it. If you don't like the sound of me and Jay, you're really going to hate this. If you do like it, you're going to really like this. This isn't the end of the season for us, though.
Yes.
We are going to be hopping off of this. We are Riverton to the core, but we're going to be hopping off this, and we're probably going to be picking up either Shoshone or DuBois or Wind River. Lander Valley will still be with Ernie Over and Sean O'Brate. We will probably pick up one of those games next week for the playoffs. Of course, we'll have one central team down for the state championships if anybody from Fremont makes it, and we think they will. DeVries out of the gun. He's looking deep, and he's going to throw it over DeVries' head. He's been high all game.
All game.
Sometimes the receiver's able to bring it. That one, you could argue Drevin probably should have brought it down. You're built more like a wide receiver, so you could probably tell me better than most. He got both hands on it.
Yeah, and that means it should have been caught.
So should have been brought down there by Drevin, but there have been so many. But they're still having to jump for every ball, and eventually you get tired. Of course, Drevin Monroe going both ways. Let's not forget, not just the linemen, but some of these wide receivers playing DB.
Yeah.
Snap by DeVries. DeVries looking on 2nd and 10. He's going to drive to get about 3 yards, and this can sum up the second half maybe a little bit since the adversity. DeVries was dragging 4 defenders with him. There wasn't a lineman near him.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lineman, a tight end. There wasn't anybody, wide receivers that stopped and watched.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the body language is not good, but we know they're still trying to play here. But they need to move her. The huddle needs to go out of the way unless you're just saying, okay, good season.
Yeah, they definitely need to stop holding them up.
Because now we're at 4 minutes to go, and we've got 3 plays off since 5 minutes. And 4 minutes exactly from the gun, 4 wide. DeVries taking his time, gets the snap. That's not DeVries, excuse me. DeVries is not in the ballgame. That is, DeVries came out at some point. I don't know when. Blake Gantenbein now in for Riverton. So that's probably saying enough's enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if DeVries got hurt or not.
They might just put Blake in since it's last quarter and they're already up 3.
So Blake Gantenbein in now. They're down by 3 touchdowns, but interesting with 6 minutes to sub out the QB if that was indeed the case.
Yeah.
A little weird. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Gantenbein back in, of course, he started last week. Snap goes to him, and he's going to look to take off. And he's going to get lifted up and thrown down. And where's the flag on that? Because the whistle blew 4 yards before it. That one I'll actually get up and defend Blake Gantenbein on. He got picked up, whistle blew. They carried him down and threw him on the ground. So, okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the ref just missed it.
Okay, PA announcer just said nice tackle. So Blake Gantenbein, the freshman, he's going to be relied on. Not next year. Derek will be back, assuming he comes back to play football. Of course, he plays all the sports. Gantenbein going deep, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 26-yard line. So that will do it, most likely 2:50 to go. And Worland will be visiting Cody.
Yes.
Cody, the odds-on favorite. If Vegas had a betting line, Cody would be the odds-on favorite. Star Valley, I do believe, is probably up there to give him a game.
Yep.
I'll tell you, if I had to pick a dark horse, I'd look at like a team like Evanston. Just if they could just get out of their heads and run that option that they do, run the ball, and just kind of do like, and this may even be you're closer to my age, the Buffalo Bills New York Giants first Super Bowl.
Yes, okay.
When Bill Parcells knew Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, that whole team, they got more talent than I did.
Oh, yeah.
But what I do have is the ability to, with Otis Anderson and others, slow the game down and eke it out. And it still took a missed field goal, of course, the infamous wide right.
Yeah.
And it led to that. So the Warriors are going to call the timeout. We'll take it with them here on KTAK.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Heading south, down the road in a gold Cadillac,
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
And welcome back to KTAK and Wolverine football. 2 minutes and 50 seconds, 42-21 in favor of Worland. Riverton was up 14-6 at half, has scored one time in this second quarter, and has been outscored by 36 points. It's been, and they're going to throw a screen here, and it's easily going to get taken down. Cheatham in there. I'm guessing they have their backup quarterback in because I see a different number. So let me see if I can lay eyes on that. Looks like Ruger Mascaro in at quarterback.
Yeah.
31. I could have sworn 31 just threw that. I could have been wrong, though. But it'd be odd to have your starter in at this point just simply because Cody looming, playoffs looming. Okay. Dusanis now at quarterback. He's played it a little bit today. And that's all sorts of penalties as number 10 was still running in there.
Yeah.
If they didn't call that, an illegal procedure on that, I was going to lose my mind here with 2:02 to go. He literally, ladies and gentlemen, was still running into formation.
Yeah. Yep.
So they broke the huddle with 11. Carter Clark is looking over as if to get what was that? What's the play? Don't know if that was a 12th man or not. We're seeing Ty Sheets now come out as well. And Gunnar Patterson, the senior, 6'1", senior wide receiver DB coming in his place. Dusanis at quarterback. He's got the gun in 4 wide with 1:40 to go. Yeah, I'm kind of saying the same thing. Okay, he's going to keep it. I got to keep in mind they don't run it from under center as much anymore. They got to go from the gun. DeSantis keeps it, gains not a yard. They'd actually lost yardage again. So 1:24 to go. It'll be 3rd and 18 from the 18 for Worland, and all of that matters very little as we're about to go under a minute to play in this ball game. And, you know, sometimes I feel as a broadcaster, as a journalist, you got to ask some tough questions.
Yeah.
And the question that's going to be tough, especially the way the season has gone for Coach Anderson, is going to be what happened between the first half and the second half?
Yes.
What would you peg as what occurred? Because it's like watching two completely different teams.
Yeah.
And Worland's not that much different.
No.
They're getting in the end zone, whereas the defense DeSantis is going to take the snap. He's going to run off tackle with 44 seconds left. So technically, if they want to be a stickler, we'd have to run one more play, but I doubt we're going to get to that.
We don't need to.
So as we go under 30 seconds, it'll be 4th and 11 here.
No.
What player do you want to see after this game? Thank you.
Derek.
Jordan. He said Derek. Okay. He was.
Oh, I need another one, too. I need okay, sure, Hutch, too. Okay, Coach Sheets was just and Coach Anderson asking for what players we wanted. We've got 10 seconds left. I think technically they've got to snap the ball to avoid the penalty, but they could. They went ahead and take it. So they call timeout. We'll take it with them and pay a few last bit of bills. Maybe get Jay that big bonus he's been waiting for, since we can fit one more commercial here on KTAK.
As a Rural Electric Association member, it all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School football. Now, a reminder that we are only about a month and a half away from the Bill Stranigan. We'll call it an invitational. They call it a tournament, but it's more invitational-like. And we will be there. We've heard some rumors about some teams that are going to be there. We're really excited for the official unveiling. Going out of the gun, and they're just going to run it out of bounds as the clock reaches 0. So the Worland Warriors, I'll say that 3 times fast, win the game 42-21. And they will advance in this do or die to the playoffs, where they get the, I won't say enviable, but the unenviable task of traveling to face the number 1 team in the state, Cody. So we will see how that goes. We'll keep an eye on that. Later this week, stay tuned to the Ranger or the Lander Journal, as well as Wind River News, and the Wind River Radio Network, as we will be detailing exactly who, what, when, where will be these playoff games that we are going to be bringing you. We know that Shoshone's in. We know that Lander Valley's in. We know that Lander Valley's not getting the 1 seed because they were getting destroyed. We also know that Wind River is in. We also know that Du Bois is in. So 4 teams are going to be in the playoffs. We know Lander's going to most likely be the 3. We know that Wind River is the 3, so they will be on the road. We know that Shoshone is probably going to be a 1 or 2. I'm just not 100% sure. Same thing with we'll find out with Du Bois. But we will be bringing you all that we physically can. With Riverton losing, we should be able to bring you all of them. It'll just depend on who and what station. So you might hear me and Jay on KFCW, or Jay and I, to be grammatically correct. I just claimed to be a journalist earlier. We may be on KFCW. Well, we won't be there. Lander, that'll be Ernie Over and Sean O'Brien. But we may be on KDNO. We may be on KWYW. We may be on, I just went blank. We may be on KTAK, because KTAK will be freed up being the voice of Riverton. So we don't know yet, but we'll let you know where you can catch those games. Of course, they'll all be live streamed on our WYO Today YouTube page. But it is now time for the Click It or Ticket post-game show. And we will be right back with that in just a few moments. We're going to pay even some more bills here on KTAK.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
And welcome back to the Clicker Ticket post-game show here on KTAK. Riverton falling 42-21, or I think it was 42-21. Yes. They've taken the score down here, and I don't have my score graphic up there. I guess we could have just pulled it right back up. But Riverton falling to 1-8 on the season, and really kind of a fun way to end and a disappointing way to end as we fall 14, as we take 14-6 into the half, only to have it kind of go away very quickly in the second half. Really when the first adversity came, which was the turnover on the 19 on the bat snap on the punt, and then DeVries fumbling it, really kind of set the tone. And credit Worland Warriors, it was a blitzkrieg the rest of the way.
Yes, it was. The Worland Warriors, they came out in that second half, and what happened right away in the second half, they took that and ran with it and never looked back. They just put their foot down on our throats and let it go.
Well, DeVries coming back does leave the game with does lead the team to 3 offensive scores. Second best performance of the night of the year for the offense. And unfortunately though, the second best performance offensively came in a loss again.
Yeah.
The best performance being against Lander, where they faced a lot of adversity because of the game being moved, different times, stuff like that, but not self-induced adversity.
Yes.
Which this team has struggled with. We're going to be honest with you. The team, when they have struggled, and it's been often whenever they face some adversity. And we saw that when they were still up 14-12, some of the other press that were here covering the game and whatnot said it looked like the team started playing not to lose, whereas in the first half they were very loose. They weren't uptight, and it's like the moment that they scored, that the Warriors scored, Riverton really kind of tightened up. And that's something they're going to have to work on. We know Coach Anderson, Coach Sheets, and the rest of the team, the rest of the coaches. We're only saying those two coaches' names because they're standing right next to us during the game, so right on the fresh part of mine. DeVries comes back. He's going to lose Hutchison, one of his big playmakers. He's going to lead Kate Gabrielson. He's going to lose a lot of guys as well. They return many, but they lose many too. I mean, that's just the nature of it. So one more time while we're waiting for our players of the game to get up here, for our Papa Murphy's player of the game and our Gatorade player of the game, let's just give a nod to those seniors one more time. Number 3, Braden Vincent. Number 5, Kate Gabrielson. Number 12, Gunnar Patterson. Number 22, Dominic Payne. Number 35, Donald Grosh. Number 52, Ben Gardner. Number 58, Jackson Hill. Number 60, Jaden Buchholz. And let's see if number 88, Nathan Hutchinson. And number 89, Parker DeVries. So congratulations to them. Some of them will have some basketball, I'm sure, in their future, or soccer. But for some of them, this may be the last time they put on that Riverton Wolverine uniform and come out onto a field. So we want to highlight them, give them a nice round of applause from your home or wherever you're at, as they've given a lot of blood, sweat, and part of their soul to this program and to this school and this community, Jim.
Yeah. They gave it their all. There was a little bit of I think frustration in this game, especially with some of the players. But you know, those seniors, they have a right to be frustrated. They wanted to win. They wanted to go to the playoffs. They wanted to meet Cody next week and show them what they had to offer. And that's not going to happen, unfortunately. But they gave it their all. There was a couple of mistakes made, but they tried.
And frustration, it was seen throughout the team. But at the same point in time, let's not get past the fact that frustration is only born out of something you care deeply about.
Yes.
If you don't care deeply about it, you don't care about the result. You don't care about how you let your teammates down or helped your teammates up. You just don't care.
Yep.
So you don't care if the ball falls. You don't care if you fumble. You know, outside of the me part of it. So the frustration shows you exactly what these seniors and what the other kids, how they're going to take this on. And I can tell you one thing. This team did make strides. It just didn't show up in the scorebook. It didn't show up as far as the record book goes. But this team next year with hoping for a healthy offseason, Derek DeVries comes back. Of course, we're going to see him on the basketball team taking a very prominent role, we would assume, with the loss of the 3 seniors off the starting lineup last year. So we expect to see quite a bit of some of these guys come basketball season, come soccer season, of course, come either Senior Babe Ruth or American Legion Baseball if they happen to play that. So we expect to see a lot more from a lot of them, but you know, they gave their heart to this team. They gave their soul to this team, and that's commendable. And we want to just say thank you to those seniors. Thank you to those seniors who have allowed us the privilege, Jay, to come out here and call them every week. We also want to give a shout-out, since this is our last game with Riverton, to our staff back at the mothership, so to speak. Ernie Over, Kirk Baxter, John Burberry, Kelly Davis, Leanne Sanderson, Rusty Harris, I think I already said Kelly Davis. So I think I've got everybody. I'm running through offices in my head. And, you know, everybody, of course, at the Ranger and the Land Journal as well. We want to give a special shout-out to those young ladies who have helped you and I by being our board op throughout the season. And there were 3 of them. I don't know if one of them expected a shout-out because she only did 1 game. But that being Sky Sanderson, Lane Sanderson, and Katie Shields. So we'll be right back in a moment with Coach Anderson here on the Click It or Ticket post-game show on KTAK.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show. I am joined by Coach Troy Anderson, the Riverton Wolverines. Yeah. Coach, a game that really kind of it was a tale of two cities, a tale of two halves.
I mean, yeah, we knew. I knew, and if anybody was paying attention, you knew you're coming up here. You're going to get your best. You know, number 7. You can watch him limp off the field. Now he was gonna strap up and go play, and you just had to know that. And number 7, number 11 for them. Put on a show a little bit for their home crowd. For us, it got away. I think the turnover game is probably what gets us psychologically, ultimately. Physically, yeah, like we're peers at worst, with them.
Absolutely. I mean, I would say, having watched all of your ball games in person, that the first half was the best half of football y'all played.
It was a great combined half. Yeah.
It was a great half, and then some adversity struck with the fumble, and then everybody's gonna harp on the fumble. It really doesn't matter if he gets tackled; it's even closer.
Yeah.
But that's where the team seemed to get tight.
Yeah, you can see that. And just the learning process, right? I mean, these guys have had to, they've had to go do the tough stuff for 2 years, and that adversity can really play tricks on you out there when you've been through the meat grinder like we have together. And that was the thing we talked about down there before we broke the huddle, is just like, we've been through a lot with these dudes in the last 2 years. They're tough dudes. There's no doubt that the dudes that are still there are tough dudes, and we'd all, and that was iterated by all the coaches down there, that we'd all go back on the field again with them anytime, any day.
Absolutely. And, of course, looking ahead to next year, you return some key players at key positions.
Yeah.
You're going to return quarterback Derek DeVries, who really to have gone off 2 weeks of not playing, 2 weeks in protocol, whatnot. Looked like he had very little rust, except for a little high on some throws.
Yeah.
But shook it off well.
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot to be hopeful for. We've got a good large freshman class that's put up a few wins this year, so that was awesome. And like I've been told, that was a commentary this week to them, is that this is a chance for them to build on something. We wanted to build with the win, go to the playoffs. Unfortunately, that didn't go down for us, but I think there's a lot of things to be real positive about. And what Brant said when we closed out down there is, like, you've got another 9 months to. I'll get him. I got another 9 months to prepare yourselves, right? And that's what it really takes to win at 3A football.
And so what do you look forward to in the offseason? What do you expect? Who do you expect to really step up as this team will enter? Obviously, Derek will be a senior next year. And what do you expect? What do you hope to improve once you get to spring ball and everything like that?
I think, just refine our processes to work on our mentality for when we find ourselves in these situations. I think those are two main things. We'll go in and do some leadership stuff. And I was in courses this week for 2 days. Luckily, the district put me in that. So, those were good times for me to sit and kind of be reflective and think about how I want to help them, try to help these guys grow and develop physically and mentally when we get to next fall.
Absolutely, and awesome. And I just want to thank you on our behalf for allowing us the privilege of following you all around and bugging you after wins and losses, and you coming up here and always giving us some insight. So we'll be right back. We want to thank Coach Anderson for joining us, and we'll be right back with our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game right after this on KTAK.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Riverton.
All right, and we're back here on KTAK, and we're joined by the Papa Murphy's player of the game, Nathan Hutchison. And it took me this long to actually drop the N in the middle of the name. I kept calling you Hutchinson so far. But you joined this team later in the season and saw some of the better performances out of this team. Tell me what it means to finally hang up your helmet and your cleats now on your own terms at Riverton High School.
Yeah, I don't think I've really put much thought into that yet. I'm not sure if I really want to, but I'm just glad the team accepted me back. It's really just been an honor and a privilege to play with these guys for a few more games.
All right, and one of the things at first we kind of fixated on your speed, your catching ability, but the one thing we've noticed is you may be the most physical wide receiver on the team. As far as you do not go down first hit. In fact, it looks like you may seek out to dish out some punishment.
Yeah, I like to, I just pride myself on not going down. Been in the weight room last couple of years, and I think that also helps. But, the corners are, there's a little size. I have a little size advantage on most of them, too, so it's not all me. But.
Well, that's great. And again, congratulations to you and the whole wide receiver corps. And we want to congratulate you again for, you've been back, what is this, game 4? I think you're 5. Game 4, and you've won player of the game twice now. So we want to congratulate you, and we'll be right back. Again, this was Nathan Hutchison, the Papa Murphy's player of the game, and we'll be right back with our Gatorade player of the game right after these messages here on KTAK.
Eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
And we are here, let's get rid of that template, shall we, with our Gatorade player of the game. You can have one if you would like. We have Gatorade here for you. And we're here with Derek DeVries. Derek DeVries, starting quarterback for the Riverton Wolverines. And we haven't seen you in a little while, so I expected Derek to see some rust or something like that. And I really didn't see it. What I saw, especially in the first half, first coming off concussion protocol, was a quarterback who knew the size of the moment, if you will. Would you like to, you obviously could tell by your play that you knew this was a big game. Tell me about how you prepared your mind right and really got into that groove that in the first half you were absolutely in.
So obviously coming into this game, I'm pretty nervous, not playing the last 2 games, but I just got to think to myself, I got to trust my players that I play with, and I fed off their energy, and I got right back into it. It's like riding a bike.
And one of the things that we've noticed throughout the season is that when y'all are able to play ahead of the sticks, so to speak, and don't get into the first and 15s, the second and 13s and stuff, you're really able to get this offense really rolling. Not just improve from last year, but really rolling. When you get behind the sticks, sometimes it gets caught up in the mud. But it looked like that was going to happen in the first quarter. But you guys, y'all knocked out some pretty long third downs. Y'all have kind of gotten a little bit of a reputation for it, actually converting 2 3rd and 35s earlier in the season.
Yes, sir.
What is it that doesn't get y'all rattled when you do get behind the sticks like that?
I think trust in our coach is a big thing. Our offensive coordinator has done a great job this year with play calls, and our line has improved so much this year. And if we can just trust them to do their job, then that's when the skills positions make their plays.
And what would you like to say to the seniors, as some of them suiting up for their last game in Riverton for any sport, but most of them probably going on to soccer or at least basketball and joining you out there? What would you like to say to that class as they wrap up their career for Riverton Wolverine football?
First of all, it was an honor playing with every one of them. I've learned from each and every one of them. I want to be the leaders that they were this year. But I just think to keep their mentality that they have in football, they'll succeed in life, Just keep going, next play mentality.
Okay, and while some of them have a break, you don't. You're going to transition right into basketball season with Coach Sheets. Can you give us any insights, Kenny? What's basketball looking like this year? I know that you returned some key players, but you also lost some key players.
Yeah, losing. So we're not going to have a lot of height this year, so that's going to be a trial in our season. But we're scrappy, and we're going to go get it. We like to run and gun, so I think we're going to have a good season this year.
Well, absolutely, and we hope so, too, and we'll be there to call it all along the way. We want to thank Derek DeVries, our Gatorade player of the game, for joining us. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541. Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
And welcome back. We've got one other Gatorade player of the game, and that being sophomore Ryan Cox. Ryan, you're one of the guys who's got 2 more years. What would you like to say to the upperclassmen, especially those seniors who, you were on the verge of a possible playoff bid, fell a little bit short, and what do you think that's going to mean, what they did for you this year, for next year, and trying to get to the playoffs?
Definitely a big thank you to the seniors that passed on leadership to us. I think we'll definitely build off of this. It hurts, definitely, but we'll get better and better.
Excellent, excellent. So what we're going to, as we talked with Derek, we know he plays basketball. Drevin was up here. Hutchinson's talking about going to play basketball this year. We hope he does. Of course, he plays American Legion baseball. Any other sports that you play?
I play everything. I'll tell you what.
So are you going to be joining us during basketball season?
Yep, basketball, then soccer, and then baseball in the summer, so.
Okay, so you play. So you're like Derek. You just whatever season it is. So we look forward to that, and we're looking forward to that game. And saw a lot of great things out of you for such a young man. Playing with some big boys out there, and big boys coming at you, and you didn't flinch once.
Yeah. Intimidating. I played a little last year. I lettered last year.
Okay.
Suited and started the last game against Rollins last year, and build off of that. Came into the season camps and playing varsity and really built off of it, I think.
Okay, and so, of course, this being your first time on the radio with us, would you like to tell your mom hi? You should.
Hi, Mom.
All right. Well, we're here with the Gatorade player, co-player of the game, Mr. Ryan Cox, and we'll be back to finish up the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on KTAK.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. We do have some final scores around we have one final around Fremont, and that is Lander Valley with a chance to secure the 1 seed in the play, or secure a 1 seed, one of 2, goes down to Douglas and gets told not this year. Douglas winning 45-0 over Lander Valley.
Ouch.
At the start of the 4th, Thermopolis and Lovell. Thermopolis leads 51-6. You can still catch that game either on Thermopolis is trailing 51-6 to Lovell. So you can catch that game. It's also on our YouTube right now, as well as if you're listening on KTAK, if you flip over to KDNO, you can catch that game. So ends the Riverton season.
Yeah.
So we want to thank Jay out, and we want to thank his employers too.
I'd like to thank Fremont Chevy and all the sales staff out there: Sean, Big Sean, Little Sean, Adam Trujillo, Matt Gordon, Kendall Kramer. Great staff, best in the business. We'll go to work for you, get you what you need, and no one will work harder for you.
And we also want to thank Fremont Motors GMC store in Riverton for allowing him to come out here with us and do this football thing. And we also want to thank Riverton High School, the school district, everybody like that who allows us to come out there and be your voice of the Riverton Wolverines. Well, that kind of does it for us with Riverton, with the Riverton Wolverines for football season. We'll be back again, but I want to thank Jay for coming out. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun.
It's been awesome.
While we will be calling another game, it won't be the same because we are the voice of Riverton. And we will be back with basketball season, and not too long, but it's going to be a little bit of a break, and we're going to do some games, playoff games for some other folks in Fremont County. But I want to thank you, the listener. I want to thank Wind River Radio Networks, as well as Wyoming News Source, which is the parent company of the Ranger, Lander Journal, and Wind River News, for allowing us to come out and do this. We've had a ball doing it, and we look forward to next season. But for now, that's going to do it for 93.9 KTAK's Click It or Ticket post-game show. And we'll see you next time. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.